Hello and welcome. I'm Ashmanix, and currently, I'm just going to hide his avatar. Kuxo is not here yet. Kuxo's late, so I'm going to try and fob you off for the next 5-10 minutes until Kuxo comes on. Whenever that will be, I'll just tell him as well. But yes, once again, we're here to play Iwaihime. It's been a while. Last week, last couple of weeks have been a bit hectic, so that kind of affected the schedule. And I honestly can't remember. I think in the last part of the playthrough, we finished up. Did we? Whose was it? Wait, was it? Did we start Rurika? I can't even remember the characters' names now. Ruria. Magical. I don't know. I need Kuxo for this. I can't remember what happened. I know we finished the two. We're on the last one, Magical Cleaning Lily. Alright, Crackdealer, how's it going? Just me right now. I am waiting for Kuxo to pop on. Kuxo is running a little bit late. I'm trying to remember what the hell happened in the last part of the playthrough. Also, why is it paused? Oh! The game has crashed. Great fun. Give me a second. I'm going to hide this for a second. I'm gonna have to close the game. Oh no. Close window. Oh, this is looking like a whole lot of fun. The game has totally died on me. And I can't seem to do it, is it? Let me force this thing to end. There you go. I don't know, it was working fine before. Right, let's see if I can get it back up and running. How'd you get a task, man? What's a shortcut for that? Not that. Gonna have to do that. 1 second, let me just do some housekeeping. There's something really weird about this game where when I start kind of like streaming it to Kuxo on Discord, the resolution is wrong. This one, that looks about right. Yay. Okay, now it's moving, the background is moving, we're getting the black suit. That's better. Yeah, let me I click continue. Load. So Magical Cleaning Lily, yeah. Was it Ruria? What are the I can't even remember the characters' names. Right, 1 second. I'm gonna have to Google this. I know their faces. Let's see. Yeah, Ruria Kanai, that's the one that we'd finished before. And not the last episode, but the episode before that, I think. And in the last part of the playthrough, we started Ruria. I think it's Ruria, Magical Cleaning Lily. That sounds about right.
Hello.
I think we have a Cooksoul. We are online, Cooksoul. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. I think we're online. Let me just, I'm loading things up. Okay, now I'm in the, oh God, I just looked at the picture and yeah, I know where this is going.
So, you sound a little bit quieter than usual, but on the, do you know what? That's fine. Your levels are okay.
Yaha, that's good.
Yeah, that's better. You're closer there, I think.
Yeah, I brought the microphone closer to me. In fact, I've done some recordings where my microphone is right up in my face like this. So I've been experimenting a bit, and it gets a little bit uncomfortable sometimes where I'm like, I don't like hearing my mouth noises.
Oh, so I feel like, to be honest, I don't listen to myself on the streams after I've streamed. Well, I'm not listening to myself, if you know what I mean. But I do feel that OBS with the filters I put on is very good at hiding those mouth noises. But see, when I do a recording just using Audacity, like raw, oh my God, it's so bad.
That's why they call it raw.
Mate, it's so bad. I was like, fuck. I can hear every goddamn breath every time, every mouth thing.
I don't mind the breath. I mind, like, you can hear my mouth opening.
Yeah, you can hear the saliva
and all that.
Some people like that though.
I don't know, but that's actually the best fucking recording of Higanbana that I've done. So I thought, you know what, I'm leaving it like that. But I'm not gonna bring this microphone so close to my face anymore.
Don't you want to just bring it close and then do some deep throating for some ASMR like... goodness? No, I was thinking more of a kind of that type of thing, but
fuck me, that was authentic sounding, bro. What the hell? that actually sounded like went in your goddamn gob.
Well, it didn't. It's a pretty big mic, and
yeah, I've seen it.
So no, let's just say I just made an anyway. I found a new avenue to go down if the YouTube channel doesn't do well. But Crack Dealer is in the chat. Crack Dealer has been
hello, Crack Dealer. How are you doing?
Throat coat Ash. Yeah, why useless dance. All right, Evangeli Donut, how's it going?
And Evangeli Donut is here too. Hello.
Right.
How are you, sir?
Evangeli Donut, I don't know if you've just popped in just now, but if you have, you have appeared at the right time. We're just about to get into things. Head game on point, yeah.
At least I like to see.
Maybe I should just do have a female version of my avatar and just do deep throat ASMR like what's her name? Amaranth does.
Who?
I don't.
All right, well, you don't need to answer that question.
I don't know how I fucking know about Amaranth. I get so much stick on this channel from the chat for like not knowing about internet shit, and yet, do you know? Right, I'm not going to go into detail, but do you know who Andrew Tate is, right?
Yes.
Right, Amaranth, I would say, is that level of fame. If you don't need to have a clue what the fuck, well, you won't have to have watched any of her stuff, but you'll know who she is because you've heard of her.
I'm having trouble going with the idea that you've just brought up Andrew Tate and they're talking about a woman though.
No, I'm just saying in terms of everyone's heard of Andrew Tate, whether you are interested in what he talks about or have watched his stuff or not.
But everyone's heard of him, yes. Yeah. But then
Amaranth,
I'm saying, is Amaranth.
Amaranth is kind of like that. She is one of the top.
Is she one of those like streamers Twitch streamers who toes the line off the terms of service, shall we say?
Yeah, let's just say she got big. I think one of the first things she did was the kind of swimming pool indoor. What was that little kind of block?
Oh, she's that one.
Yeah, she's that person. Red hair.
Right. I have seen the swimming pool antics.
Yeah, like the pool, whatever. I don't know what. Just chatting girl streamers.
Oh God, look at. Crack Dealer says I almost had a heart attack when he said, "Have you heard about Andrew Tate?"
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Andrew Tate? And
good Lord,
our immaculate pure Amaranth. The gods and goddesses of the internet. But Ivan J. Donut is saying, unfortunately, I do not know who Tate is.
I pledge. No, he says, unfortunately, I do know who Tate is.
I do know. I was going to just say, as the kids say, Cap.
But, you know, I mean, I pledge my heart to VTubers, so they are the ones who get my internet attention.
So anyway, Amaranth does those type of she does those streams where she like deep throats the freaking mic and shit. She's actually quite entrepreneurial. She's at the top of the market for this whole stuff, and I'm actually genuinely impressed in terms of the business savvy. But anyway, maybe I should do that. What are they called? What's the name for it? I'm trying to think of a name that's not like really. What do they call it? Just girl streamers, titty streamers. That's kind of rude. I don't know, that type of stuff. ASMR. Even J Donut says Cap is old 80s California style that for some reason the kids brought back. Oh, so it's
really funny to me that 80s slang is coming back. Like, really?
But the thing is, right, after the 80s and the 90s, see when the internet became more easily accessible to the masses, I was listening to a podcast or someone talking about it. So I don't know if it was on a Giant Bomb podcast or something
Nextlander.
else. No, Giant Bomb at the time, before they became Nextlander. But like, they're talking about how like all these subcultures and the slangs and all that, everything become amalgamated into one because everyone was like on the internet and it just became one giant mix. And so it's kind of, do you know like those, have you ever seen those South Park episodes where in the far future everyone is
the same mix of light
color?
Brown? Yeah.
It's kind of, it feels a bit like that. Now that's, I don't want to take away from, there are subcultures and things and bronies and all sorts of things that have came out, right? It's not like we don't have
bronies I think have gone extinct.
Potentially, but like things have came and gone, right? It's not that we don't have subcultures like that, but it's not like at school where you would have subcultures. I don't know, like within a school you'd have its own thing, and within like areas they'd have their own like punk and all that, which was just unique to maybe parts of the UK for a while before it got exported or whatever, right? That's probably a bad example, but you know what I'm saying. It's just more, I don't know, it's like you're getting little kids that talk with American accent in the UK because they're watching a lot of American YouTube stuff, and it's things like that. Anyway,
that was basically me years ago. I told you that people, when I was in school, people would say that I had an American accent, or at least a partial American accent. And I was always like, what?
Did you watch too much, what, TV? American TV?
What did I even watch? Like
everything was American though. The cartoons we got and all that had people with American accents.
Would they have affected me? I don't know. Like nowadays, my accent is relatively British, sort of.
Maybe because it's not like alright, blood, right, East London, whatever the thing was at the time, and they're just like, oh, your accent's weird. Must be American. Like, all right, boss.
Do you know what? That could be it.
Yeah, because I don't remember you having any particularly American accent, but you might have been at a certain age very influenced by a certain TV show, and you might have been repeating things from that at that point, and maybe someone at that time went, "Oh, you have American accent." I don't know. But
what's changed? I'm still like that. I still pick up things which just influence me.
See, one of the things I worry about, right? I watch like people like there's a couple of guys on YouTube and all that, like who are black, right? And they say the N-word. I mention this because some of them say the N-word quite frequently, and I was
wondering where you're going with this.
Why I would mention it. What? Right, that's the only reason I mention it, right? Because when they say it, I'm like, don't say that in front of me, because I don't want, like, they say it like, oh man, fuck this. Like the way I say use fuck in every sentence, it's kind of like that. And I'm just like, I need to be careful how much I watch this, because I don't want to accidentally say that word, because yeah, that's it's weird.
You'll have what we call a gamer moment.
Yeah, gamer Yeah, basically that. So yeah, because I do pick up things from what I watch, right? Or at least I don't. It doesn't usually necessarily come out in my general speech, but you know,
Uh-huh.
I do pick up certain things, and you do have to be a bit careful. Evangel Donut is saying, waiting for totally bodacious to come back.
Uh-huh.
And also he's saying it's part of our lexicon, the N words being used by us folks since the mid '60s.
Sounds
Yeah,
about right. It was sort of like as I understand it, it was like a reclamation of what was taken as an insult to just turn it around.
yeah, it's like there's certain other, let's say, minorities in the UK that had there were certain words used for them to describe them, and you know they'd call each other that just out of joke, but like. Yeah, it's a I don't it's a problem. I like if you say certain words, I don't know. I just always say to myself, do not listen. I watched the Boondocks. Oh my god.
That show is so good, though.
It's amazing, but oh my god, I was genuinely frightened that I would accidentally, because they use it so much, right? For maximum effect, and it makes sense and it's amazing, but like I was like, I'm gonna fucking, I better not accidentally say this. I'm like, no, make sure it doesn't even come into my subconscious, because yeah,
Must stay clean. Must stay
yeah,
correct.
it's weird. Like I know, yeah, it's just keep
man.
my swearing or my what do you call it, the things that I use to kind of salt and pepper my sentence to the fuck, and just kind of keep it there. Jim and Jay
Donut says genius, just like Black Jesus and Freak.
I've not seen Black Jesus and Freaknik.
I don't know, but that sounds like
it's-
it could be hilarious.
If you're putting Boondocks in the same sentence as that, it makes me want to watch whatever Black Jesus and Freaknik is.
It makes me want to get my brothers around and watch that because we would probably have a great time.
What was it? Uncle Ruckus. Holy shit.
Oh,
Mate, because I remember the Boondocks being a thing, and I never watched it when it came out. I only watched it like a couple of years ago, online. I went through the full series. I think it went up to a fourth series, but the fourth series didn't have the original creator involved in it so much. So it was not as great. But oh my god, those all go. Uncle Ruckus is.
I've only seen like bits because the way I watched it was my brother literally sat us down and was like, let's watch this, guys. And we're like, all right, cool. And we watched like selected episodes, which he got.
I watched it all, mate. It is amazing, and it does feel like a very scathing. Like it looks at. I feel like it looks at that community in America, and brings some things to light because I feel like I can relate to certain other minority communities in the UK.
It's social satire, so yeah.
It reminds me a bit like there was one for South Asians. Goodness gracious me.
Goodness gracious me, yeah.
Yeah, that was some great satire. Jado says, Ash, one thing you gotta understand is that when growing up poor in the inner city, everyone talks the same regardless of race. So you have Asians, Hispanics, whites, all saying the N-word with no...
So that is true because, I mean, I'm in a city, London. I don't know what it's like in Scotland, but I grew up with all sorts, roughly all sorts of races. And I think everyone here does talk the same anyway. Although it sort of evolved while I was growing up.
So like, I think I get that. If I grew up with a group of people and they were saying it and you were saying it amongst everyone and it was in that group, in that social circle, that is what it is. That'd be fine.
But I think it's been observed. I think it's been observed because it sort of like took on its own thing in London specifically. And that sort of spread across the internet. Like, you know, the chicken connoisseur on YouTube. If you remember the way he talks, that's essentially how everyone in school talks, or talked rather back then. And I think it was my brother said it was like his use of that language is what made him popular because people could identify with him. People could, they could, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's not identify. It's not even relate. I suppose it's kind of like relating to him, but It's not even understanding, if you know what I mean. It's like they could. Good grief. It was like they're of the same ilk, you know. So I suppose relate is the word.
Yeah.
Your connection is starting to play up.
My connection to you in Discord.
Yeah, it's getting a bit.
That's weird.
The sound's getting a bit framey. Associate. I think associate might be the word.
Yeah. See, the thing is, right, that I don't use, in particular, the N word, the circles I'm with and the people, we don't...
it doesn't apply to
in
us.
Scotland, yeah, well, it's not that, it's like in Scotland as well. It's, there's the cultures here that you have, even the ones where it's like mixed with people, like the general kind of growing up, then...
I think it's even more of a no-no word over here.
Yeah, I think because it's not, there's certain other words you used to use...
Well, there's all sorts of words that we have here which are not good.
Yeah, I remember a special. Well, I remember something. It rhymes with catty. And yeah, like there's all sorts of words like that. That was an England one. That was an English, not a Scottish one, though.
That was an English one, and that was very bad because they were actual like. I mean, there was a bombing near where I lived in the 90s. Committed by one of those groups. No. This is a very specific to England word, Evangeli Donut. I'm not going to repeat it here, but it was relating to the Troubles and the issues that were happening and the
island next to us.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But also there's that word as well. Also, so travelers, they're called travelers now, but we used to call them. There's a word gypsy.
You could have said it rhymes with tipsy, but yes.
Yeah, gypsy. I mean,
I don't think that has as bad a connotation, though. I mean, it is bad.
But I think people refer to them as travelers, and I don't know if that is the right term to use either. But it's interesting how these words, like how things change and how words are looked at are changed. Even like derogatory words. I get that.
My dad always referred to them as Romanis.
Are they supposed to be from Romania originally?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It is associated with that, and I don't know if it is like the origin, or if because they're travelers. So what does it matter where they came from anyway?
I mean, your heritage matters if you can link yourself to a specific place where you originated from. If you're Romani or however it's referred to, then.
Do you know, for a long time, I used to believe that was not true. And I used to be like, I don't give a shit where people originate from. And then people started playing up, you know, the idea of your nation of origin and stuff like that a lot more recently. And that actually saddens me a lot.
I think at the end of the day, if depending on how high a level you look at, it doesn't matter, or how you're looking at and what way you're trying to look at people. It doesn't matter where you're from. You are a person, an individual, unless you believe you're part of a hive mind. That's different. But
no, it's not that. It's not a hive mind or anything like that. But
no, I'm just joking. I'm just being facetious. Yeah. I'm talking about the Borg. Never mind. But so like, on that level, yeah. But the thing is though, where you're from, where you grew up, your cultural origins, I mean, they are important to you as a person. They make up you as the individual, right? And
so
I get that, but it's how people, there are people in certain ways that weaponize that in ways or use that in ways that it's not.
Well, I mean, like, just to go into how strongly I felt about that, you know, I've used the name Kuxel for a very long time.
Yes.
Did I tell you about how I went about formulating the name itself? Because it did go over several revisions until it came to this name.
No. Or maybe you have, and I can't remember, so do tell.
So the entire point of the name Kuxel is that it's supposed to be... it's not supposed to be able to tell you or be indicative of any origin point. The letter X, I use that because who the fuck uses the letter X for anything, right?
Ashmatics.
Well, yes.
Oh,
and a
also
certain-
Twitter, which is now
Yeah,
called...
I was about to say a certain egotistical potential.
No, future supervillain. Future supervillain.
Yes, potential villain is what I was about to say, supervillain or whatever. I don't know, but current overlord of the internet.
Space
yeah,
Daddy.
but yeah, the whole point
sorry.
of the name was that it's supposed to be indeterminate of origin. Like you can't look at the name in Quixel and say, "Oh, that person comes from England," or "That person comes from Japan," or anything like that. And yeah, I think it's pretty good at that.
Sorry, what was that last bit? I had to cut myself there.
Oh right, I said that the whole point of the name Quixel was that you're not supposed to be able to tell where the person comes from.
Yeah, yeah.
Garlic Bread Omega has entered the chat. Sorry, I was waiting for the perfect time to use that. Welcome, Garlic Bread X.
So Evangelidon says, I believe Romani is what they refer to themselves. Ah, okay, so it was Romani. Evangelidon says, my personal belief is that humans are humans. We bleed the same blood, so it shouldn't matter where your nation is from or the color of your skin. I do believe that at a certain level.
No, it's true. I mean,
yeah.
DNA is DNA.
What are you talking about? I'm a space alien, mate. I have like blue blood. But
you do until it's oxygenated, isn't it?
Screw you. You and your fucking earth science. But yeah, that's true. Like I always try to look at people and look. I know that I'll be a hypocrite at times, but what I try to do when I'm in the decent state of mind is try to just look at people as people. It's like your shit stinks like my shit. Well, actually, no, my shit smells like Hugo Boss.
Well, I don't know, man. Some people's shit stinks worse than others. Man.
I mean, but basically everyone's shit stinks, right? We all bleed. We all want to. Well, I mean, like in general, you want kind of shelter, to be loved, or to feel some sort of purpose and to feel like you're cared for or something. And I try to look at people from that angle. Don't get me wrong, like the tendency, the temptation to want to just be, to judge people with extreme prejudice and go, that group of people sucks, right? It's always there.
I think it's more used nowadays because it's just pushed. But I think there's more common ground between everyone than there's more common ground between everyone than things that divide us. Crack Dealer is very upset by the fact that we're still going on about this.
Eva Jeddah, it says, or rather a bootleg char clone. Wait, it's from other colours. Wait, are you talking about me? Rep Crack.
No, Shah. So I don't know if you see Shah's ultimate character development and where he goes in his arc.
No, I need to. If you point me to a series, I'll watch it to see him.
The original Mobile Suit Gundam, followed by Zeta Gundam, followed by Double Zeta Gundam, followed by Shah's Counterattack, the movie.
Zeta, Double Zeta, Shah's Counter. Okay, yeah. Right, Crackdeer says, I'm done eating. Wrap up your rant. I want some progress around here. Huh? Oh, God. Ha ha ha. Should have kept the headphones
Well,
on.
here's the thing, Crack Dealer. I was deliberately trying to extend this talk because I feel that where we're going today is going to be quite disturbing.
We're going in, right? Fuck you. Right? And I'm just going to switch to no avatar.
Let's dive in, right? Alright, guys, we're going balls deep. So, to remind ourselves of what's going on, little Cleaning Lily, evil Cleaning Lily over here, has been trying to take the place of real Riria, the teenager version, that is.
Oh, Ivan Jadja says the bootleg char clone was meaning the SpaceX guy whose name I forgot. Papa Elon Musk.
Oh shit! I totally forgot about that.
What?
He did a speech once, and people were taking the piss because it sounds exactly like something Shah says in Shah's Counterattack.
I wouldn't put it past him to have done that on purpose.
Well, I know he knows about anime.
He knows about anime, and he knows...
He likes space.
He likes space, and he at least, or some people on SpaceX, are fans of Ian Banks. who's a Scottish author, passed away a long time ago, but he was an author. So yeah, there is always that possibility, which would be great. Anyway, what were you saying? What happened? Yeah, so this doe is taking over, or trying to screw over Riria.
By taking her place, but at the same time in a way that doesn't seem legit and is driving her crazy. And then Susumu was just like, by the way, I see you swapping places with this little girl. What's that about?
Yeah, why does his eyes look weird?
We didn't get to the explanation for that.
Imagedo, it says almost note for note from Char. In fact, someone actually AI cloned Char's voice in doing Elon's speech. Wow.
Ha!
Yeah, do you know what? I'm pretty sure he's just trolling, man. He's got, what else can he do? He's a multi-billionaire. To be honest, he kind of screwed himself
What
over.
else can he do? You've said it yourself. I mean, I don't want to drag this argument out for too long, but he's a multi-billionaire. He can literally do anything.
Yeah,
and he chooses to waste his time on the internet, like arguing with people.
Well, clearly, the thing is, right, the richer you are, the more likely that any of your...
As a matter of fact, the last thing I saw of him today, and I'm going to pull it up, is a tweet. Elon Musk says at 12:13 on the 20th of August 2023, and this has accumulated 24.3 million views. Pretty fun blocking people who complain that blocking is going away. How does the medicine taste? Laughing emoji, laughing emoji.
Anyway, fucking Twitter is a goddamn nightmare. Yeah, that's it. And that's me saying that. Mr. No Print says, the richer you are, the nuttier you are. Yeah, the thing is that when
I don't believe that has to be true.
No,
but I do
but the
believe
problem
if you're born
is
into richness, that you're probably fucked.
No, the problem is the more I feel. Okay, this is how I feel. The more money you have, any little cracks or weaknesses in your or issues you have, or weaknesses in your personality or issues you have in your mental well-being or your upbringing or whatever, it just fucking expands. So because you have the power to do whatever you want. If you suspect that the aliens are coming, if you have enough money and power, you can build a giant fucking goddamn like, I don't know,
telescope,
sphere or whatever the fuck to protect you, right?
What, Dyson sphere?
I'll give you an example. You see some streamers that just do crazy stuff, right? And you think, how the fuck do they keep getting away with this and still having like a house or whatever and not screwing this stuff over? Because they have a lot of money, right? And
I'm worried that the example you go to is streamers. A lot of them are doing crazy stuff because it gets views.
No, not that. I'll give you an example. Someone who's had mental health issues for a long time. It's a guy called FouseyTube. And recently he did some stupid shit. He's been streaming and he clearly is going through manic episodes. But because he has money, he's able to carry on without, I don't know, someone like sectioning him or whatever. And it's a bad example, I suppose. I just think of streamers because that's the thing I've seen more recently. But when you have money, I mean, the whole buying of Twitter was a shot in the foot for Papa Musk. He wasn't planning to do it, but he thought it'd be a smart move to pretend he was going to buy it. And then he was forced into it because he said he showed an interest. The lawyers were just like, no, you actually have to buy this now.
In some way, he actually formalized the contract, which is what ended up making the whole thing go.
Yeah, but he was just trying to be a smart ass because he wanted to figure out how Twitter worked because he wanted to make this X thing as a competitor. So he fucked up, right? But it's his, like, I don't know, hubris, his arrogance, I don't know, a lot of things, right, that screwed him over. If he listened to his lawyers, he has many of them, I'm sure, they probably told him don't do that, and he's probably like, I'll do it, you know.
Trust me, if there's anything, there is one bit of advice that I have remembered forever from law school, right? My equity and trusts teacher asked the class a question. I can't remember what the question was, but
okay.
I put my hand up. You know, student Kuxel puts his hand up. Oh, teacher, the correct answer. Like, why don't you just
Sensei?
Yeah, sensei. Why don't you just ask your clients for help? You know, let them provide the information. Surely it's in their best interests to give you every bit of information they have, which will allow you to, you know, properly analyze the case and such.
Oh,
I don't remember what the exact question was. And then my teacher,
student.
yes, my teacher said to me, Kuxel, you've made a classic error. You believe that your clients are on your side and will help you. Everything I have seen since then has proven that man correct. Right? People will fuck themselves as much as possible in every way conceivable.
Because they don't want certain truths to come to light, or they won't want people to find out about certain aspects of them, and so they will cover it up with more lies. It's like the compulsive liar, right? Why are you even lying when we all know? People are fucking stupid. Like, there's people, like, in general, you get people who are, I suppose, sensible, but you get a lot of people who are fucking stupid, right? And they will undermine themselves constantly, and I've seen it in my life. I've seen it my personal life and stuff like that. I've seen people like that, and you just go, well, I mean, I suppose I technically do it in certain ways that I don't realize. If you just make the assumption people are stupid and they will fuck you over for reasons that you can't even perceive why, because remember, they're probably thinking they're trying to do something.
There was a general rule: never ascribe to malice what can be ascribed to incompetence.
Yeah, because a lot of people go, oh, that was malice. It's like, no, they're just thick as shit. Mr. Rupert says, the rich you are, the not you are, they do it for internet clout. Watchers feed those types of people, streamers, because they enjoy suffering and train wrecks like Sonichu. Yeah.
Sonichu guy.
Christian Weston Chandler.
Chris Chan, yeah.
Or sorry, Christine West, Chris Chan.
That's why Chris Chan covers all genders. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm just used to. I watched the documentary. I've been keeping.
Yeah, I don't know why you would use the full name.
Do you know?
Just say Chris Chan, like
but it's because Chris Chan used to use the full name, Christian Weston Chandler. Do you know it was Christopher, right? Chris Chan was born Christopher Weston Chandler, and then do you know there's an interview of Chris Chan when they were a kid, where they won
a competition.
Yeah, and the person in that, no, it was either that or he went somewhere and someone dressed up as, I don't know if it's someone dressed up as Santa Claus or someone else, right? Called them Christian by accident instead of Christopher. And I don't know who that person was dressed up as or who they were. I need to check up, but like because of that, Chris was like, I'm Christian Weston Chandler now, and that's how I want to be referred to, which is insane. But I mean, that's the least insane thing of many. Let's not go into Chris Chan. Watch the documentary by, what's his name, Samuel something. There's a Chris Chan documentary.
It's fine, you just type in Chris Chan documentary, find the one that has 70 parts, and you'll know it's that one. No other person on the internet is crazy enough to make a 70-part series about one individual.
That is his like magnum opus, unfortunately.
Everyone has to have something. He's got that.
I wouldn't want it to be that. That rule, I think, is Occam's razor. It might be. I feel bad.
Occam's razor is the simplest solution. Is typically the one that you should. Well, the solution that has the least amount of like independent variables, I think.
Yeah, stupidity is simpler than malice. I think it might be related to that.
It's a form of that. Yeah.
I think it might be related. That whoever came up with it was relating it to the Occam's razor thing.
Probably, yeah.
And they say, I feel bad for the guy because trolls took advantage of his mental illness. That is true. That is very true.
That's the tragic part of the story.
But anyway, let us continue this because I
we have not made any progress.
I can feel Crack Dealer's fury right now.
Alright, who is she talking to? Is she talking to Suzume?
Suzume.
Or Riria?
Maybe it's Riria.
Yeah.
Once I acquire his suit, none of my sisters will be able to complain.
This is the doe speaking.
Half of your sisters are gone. I shall be the one to bring peace to brother's soul. Fuck.
You need to do a creepy laugh, man. Do it like a something like that.
I wasn't ready for it. What?
離れる魂と書いて
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed that. What? Subjective double
古く
syndrome?
は
Yes.
影の病とも呼んだそうよ。
Shadow sickness.
Are you just talking about dissociative identity disorder?
What? Where you have another identity that you don't. What?
Yeah, except this isn't exactly that because Susan, we can see her.
自分の
Also,
声
Miss Hinagata still knows everything.
自分の分身ね。
Mr. No Print says, Kuxel, that's a cackle. Yes, I'm very happy with my evil laughs. I use them for Higanbana. It's a good series, and yeah.
自分の分身に出会うと死んでしまうという怪談は、洋の東西を問わずに昔から語り継がれてるの。
That's a
Okay.
doppelganger.
Yeah, this is
ドッペル
changing
ゲン
each
ガ
time
ー
she says
で
something.
したっけ？
Oh, no, here we go.
西洋ではそう呼ぶわね。日本では昔、それを離婚病と呼んでいたことがあるの。
What? What? That's just
Okay.
you sleepwalking. I don't get this.
But wait, you need to be asleep for that, though.
Yeah,
Lilia
it's
was
not a
awake.
doppelganger. A doppelganger is separate from you. Also, she's got some old shitty chair, man. Oh man, those chairs are shit. I don't know what it's. I think because of the stains they've got on it, it just kind of.
I don't know about the stains, but yeah, that. I mean, I used to have one of those sorts of chairs.
I
and I'm
still
like,
have one. It's got a bigger back, but I still have one that's just it's blue or something instead of this pinkish color.
Wait, I saw your chair. It was all right. It's not this.
No, not in another room. It's like not in my bedroom. In the
Oh,
house
right,
we have
okay.
one of these older chairs that's aged.
Oh, in like the study or something then.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
just-
okay.
so like God, what was this reminding me of? Ah, fuck, I can't remember. West. Oh, I was watching this Netflix series, right? And it's called. Oh, do you know? I can't remember what it's called. But the premise was that most of the men in Japan had died, so there's only like one man to every 4 women or something. And
Wait, isn't that fucking almost? It's that I can't believe it's not hentai show. Didn't we do a video on the first episode or something?
no, what? No. Oh shit, no. This is more serious. This is not hentai at all.
Oh, okay.
It's based in like ancient Japan, and the shogunate. The shogun dies, and so the only person, because he gets this disease, right? It's a disease that's wiping out most of the men. And
Sorry, I should clarify. I'm not laughing at what you're talking about. I just saw Cracked is coming. And yes, Worlds End Harem is the series we were thinking of.
yeah, it's actually really interesting. I can't remember what it's called, but the shogun dies. The shogun only has like one distant, one child that he assaulted a woman. That woman ended up having a child, and it was a daughter. And so they randomly, this woman was like, when she had a house and stuff like that, they gave her at least that much, even though he's a fucking creep. And when he died, they came to that woman's house, killed the woman, kidnapped the daughter, and then made her like the new shogun and pretended that she was a man or it's
It became Mulan.
it's right shit. I had it there. The name of the anime is Oku, the Inner Chambers. Right? I'll just let you have a look. It was interesting. I don't know why this reminded me of that. I think she was talking about ancient Japan. That's what reminded me of it. I watched that recently, and it's grim as well.
I had a wild moment when you said Oku, and
Yep.
my mind immediately jumped and thought, "Are you going to say Boku no Pico? Am I getting trolled here?"
I've never watched that. You're the one that told me about it. So no, I wasn't trolling you.
All right.
Anyway, let's carry on.
リリアちゃんがその離婚病だと。
Subjective double syndrome.
前にも言った通り、呪いのすすは心の傷に寄生していると考えられる。でも、布川さんは学校でも仕事でも順風満帆で、何も辛いことに心当たりがないというの。
Yeah, that did seem a bit weird.
心の傷は
Was she talking to the doe at that
往々
point?
にして無自覚であることが少なくない。
She's pretty aware of it.
それでね、彼女にちょっとした心理セラピーをしたことがあるの。
Oh, do
五
tell.
円玉を揺らして催眠状態にしてカウンセリングをするという
Excuse me?
Mate, that's not psychotherapy.
まあ、当たらずも遠からずね。
What?
Excuse me, Miss Hinagata.
興
What?
味深いことが分かったの。
What the fuck? I thought it was like cognitive behavioral therapy or something. You know, normal shit.
Yes, it's psychotherapy
彼女の練習
or
は
whatever.
子役時代の
But
自
it
分
doesn't
自身
involve a
を現れ
fucking watch
自分を罵し
pendulum
追い
thing.
詰めたりする形を取ることが多いのが分かったの。
Oh, so she knows about this. What the
That just
fuck?
sounds. To be fair, that just sounds normal.
What, do you have a child version of yourself taunting you?
No, but like, you know, considering the kinds of things that you could see happening around you, just a kid version of yourself being an annoying little shit seems relatively mundane.
I'd be freaked out. It's like, why am I looking at a kid version? I'd slap it silly.
おそらく彼女の心の傷がそれなのよ。
I'd be like, you ruined my life, you child. Make better decisions.
彼女はきっと人気絶頂にあった小学生アイドル当時の自分と今の自分が決別できないことに悩んでる。
See, there's the problem right there. And you are correct, Miss Hinagata, despite how dodgy you are. Yeah, it is the fact that she was that popular back then. It was too early for her.
Have you caught up with Oshinoko, the anime?
No, please, let's move on. I will catch up with that.
Crackdeer says, yeah, it would be pretty weird for Ash since it doesn't even exist. Yeah, there's no child version of myself. I was never a child.
今も人気があるんじゃないんですか
私たちの目にはそう見えるけれど、実際はどうかしらね。
Why do you know so much? It's like you're her closest friend. Like all these girls' closest friends. Why would they open up to you about such weird, intimate shit that they don't seem to even talk to their parents about?
当時の人気に比べたら
Or their own doctors.
今の人気の方が穏やかにも見えるだろうし。
Heck, from this one, right? She said she's not aware of her own mental trauma. Then how do you know?
Also, she's like, her current popularity appears to lack the feverish pitch from back then. How do you know what her popularity was back then? Were you keeping an eye on her when she was in
I
primary?
think for that one, you could probably just look up, like, you know, what people are saying on the internet.
But who does who has the time for that? Right?
This woman.
Like, it's such a nuanced, like, it's not an easy thing to judge, right? Without going through all the fucking comments and shit, right? what the
今の人気
Maybe she's a super
は
fan.
元マジカルリリーという肩書きによるものかもしれない。
This isn't Oshinoko.
Maybe she's only popular now because she used to be Magical Lily.
彼女は成長期を経てとても美しい大人の女性の体になったわ。
Unfortunately, she's a bit taller than usual, and she's got a, like, I wish I was a lolly complex.
She does have that lolly complex because she was a very popular lolly character. But now she's got boobs.
What a problem. Could you imagine if there's a guy in this and he's like, why am I 6 foot tall? I hate my life. I wish I was a shota.
A guy just walking down the street goes, God damn. Actually, do you know what? There's a character in Judgment who has that problem.
Does he walk around in school kid outfit with a little
No.
backpack? Wish he was a kid.
No. He's an elderly man, 70 something, I think. And he says he's a virgin, but he's also got a very, very large penis. And he's like, oh, how can such meat not know the touch of a woman? Like,
Can he not just?
it's really funny. I fucking love Judgment.
Was there not a
Where
guy?
the fuck is Loopy? She wanted to play that.
Was there not a guy who in Japan who was caught in a school dressed up as a schoolgirl, and he's like an old man?
I thought that was a joke. Did that actually happen?
I think that actually happened. Look it up, but I'm pretty sure that actually happened. Mr. No Prince says, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Lol. I think the thing is though, being tall on its own doesn't get you the bitches, if you know what I mean. The reality is, I've noticed that if guys are quite funny or just, I don't know,
Not just funny.
yeah, funny, confident, that seems to work better than anything else. If you're shorter than a lot of girls, then that is an issue. But I don't know. Mr. No Princess, a 90 song, nice.
もう自分はマジカルリリーじゃないのに、周りはマジカルリリーを求め続ける。
I don't know
Who?
about everyone.
The reality is, they would just move on to another young idol, right? Like no.
Gargura's old hat, Koseki Bijou for the win.
Like Kuxo here, just like spit them out like used chewing gum and then go put in the new one. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
I do actually like Bijou quite a bit though. She's hilarious.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll never know this, but it must kind of suck to be someone who reaches a certain level of popularity and then you just kind of like become unpopular over time. And you're like, oh, what happened to all those fans, super fans that were just like, we love you, we'll love you forever. You know, lots of people say weird stuff, and then they're
You know what
not.
the real horrible part is? You see pictures on the internet of like former fans getting rid of their merch. That stings.
Yeah, but having merch with your branding all over it, that's tacky as fuck, is a bit, I don't know.
It may be tacky as fuck, but you see it a lot. Like, you see those rooms, especially in Japan, where they've got like one character and like loads of figures and posters and body pillows and all that sort of stuff, right? And then, like, you know, one day they move on, and so they get rid of all that stuff.
More of the story, don't buy shit tons of merchandise, man. Unless it's Ash Manic's merchandise. I'm not a hypocrite. But if I was ever to make merchandise, I'd want to try and make something that someone could wear and, like, in public without anyone being like, what the fuck is that? Like, I wouldn't sell merchandise that just had my face slapped all over it.
So not a Gura mousepad then?
No, like I'd like to. Do you know what? Maybe I will end up doing this one day. Maybe I'll just sell out. I mean, it's quite possible. I want to be rich. But I don't know. I'd like to make something that actually looks kind of cool. On its own, without the association to me. Mr. No Prince says, such is the idol industry, a revolving door of horrible. Kuxo, the stinging is the point when fans record themselves getting rid of merchandise, like the idiots who recorded burning Nike over the kneeling thing. Yeah.
But that's more performatory.
No, but that's what it is, isn't it? It's a performance. They're like, look, I'm burning all this. I could just put this in the bin, but no, Ash Vanic's Ahigo. Unfortunately, Crack Dealer, no, I wouldn't do that.
Man, I swear to God, this is me being a pedantic, know-it-all fucking idiot, right?
What? Oh, here
but
it
you know
comes.
when Rev said Desu had a video talking about the whole
Ahigao hoodie?
Yes, well, I think some girls were in it and they mispronounced it, and it's like, look at this. And then he proceeded to mispronounce it also. What the fuck? It's Ahigao.
What did he?
Easy.
What did he say?
Ahigao.
You are being a pedantic ass. Come on, like you're not wrong, but come on, give English speakers the benefit of the doubt.
I will not.
You better, you goddamn fucking elitist Japanese slight
It's
annoying
not
asshole.
elitist. It's correct.
Oh, shut up! Fucking Japanese like pronunciation Nazi. But anyway, let us continue.
長い人生の中でも
Oh
多
man.
くの場合、絶頂期は若い時代にピークとなる。
In many cases, our youth is the peak of our long lives. That's harsh. Yeah, I've spoken about this before. I never wanted my quote-unquote youth, or what I call my high school years, to be the peak of my life.
I feel like we were just talking about this the other day.
Yeah, we were.
Was it in another stream?
It was. It might have even been the the last stream we did of this, I don't know. It was fairly recent though. Crackdeal says, shut up and go shine somewhere else.
Shine
I
like
did,
those sparkling vampires.
Yeah, thank you, Crackdeal. I'll shine like in Twilight.
そしてそれは中年壮年と長い時間と加齢によって緩やかに下っていく。
I
Crackdeal
pains me,
says,
pronounce shit
It
properly.
pains me. Pronounce shit properly.
Pronounce, no, pronouns.
I fixed what you
Don't
said.
fix it. Right?
I don't
Did
fix
you
it if
fix
it's-
it? Did you fix it for Rev says Desu? Did you say it for him? No.
No,
Pronouns.
because the
shit.
entire point was to criticize what you were saying.
I like the idea of shut up and go shine somewhere else. I pains me pronounce shit properly.
And
I love
Mr.
that.
No Prince says, if you say Desu enough times, maybe you'll turn Japanese. I know. I won't.
Desu, Desu. I'm still doing my fucking, what is it, Duolingo
Have you
shit.
learned anything new since then?
Uh,
Last time you learned Tsushita Mizu des.
it's been adding some new words like, you know, there's konnichiwa and then konbanwa, right? And what was the most recent one? I know they have sensei. There's a few, like mainly stuff that's kind of common that I kind of, and then ocha. There was one, oh, I can't even remember.
I can't wait for this.
Yeah. Dozo yoroshiku. Yoroshiku.
Dozo yoroshiku no
Yoroshiku.
onegaishimasu.
That's it. Dozo yoroshiku.
Yeah.
That. So there you go.
It can also be domo yoroshiku, right? Because dozo yoroshiku. Wait, dozo is like giving something, and yoroshiku, I'm in your hands. What?
What did Duolingo teach me? Dozo yoroshiku, right? Actually, I don't even know if that's right. Ash's Japanese adventure. I know. Oh, konnichiwa. I can konnichiwa. I can speak this. The Scottish
My favorite.
Japanese.
I was going through my very old. I say very old. I was going through my like Dropbox of photos and Snapchats, and I say Snapchat. I mean like snapshots and stuff, right? I found some old recorded videos which I need to pass to the family. But more importantly, I found some old hilarious memes. And there was one where the guy said, it goes like, when you try to impress your Chinese girlfriend's mother when it's Chinese New Year, and he goes, konnichiwa.
That is the type of mistake I'd make. Being a weeb, right? I'm
That cracked me up.
Konnichiwa, can I have some matcha tea? What the fuck are you talking about? But they
Yeah.
probably know that I'm being a weeb, and they'd just laugh at me if I was in that situation.
I was having a good time going through like old memory lane, because I've got a lot of photographs saved, a lot of stuff saved, and I need to share them out.
I don't go through my old photos much.
I used to.
I don't take many
well,
as well, to be fair.
So the thing is that I've been maintaining. I said this a while ago. I told you this story. I've been maintaining a memory card between phones since I can't remember, but like at least 10 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And while a lot of that memory card got deleted when I moved it over to my latest phone, which had no memory card, so I just moved the data, then that phone crashed and died, and I was like, well, fuck, I'm screwed now. But I do still have a lot, and I really do mean a lot of shit in my Dropbox and on my computer hard drives. I've got like several hard drives around here, and shit is really like disorganized, but it's there. I found most of it.
Do you
So,
pay for
yeah.
Dropbox, or are you on the free bit, the free one?
I was one of the first people in Dropbox, and because of that, I got like some really special boost on the amount of storage I got.
So you've got a special one, so you're still on the free tier then.
Yeah, I was on the free tier for a long time with like, oh God, it was like several gigabytes, and then they upgraded it because I got another phone and it says you get our special deal, and then it went up to like a terabyte or something. And
Nice.
I'm like, all right, cool, thanks.
Cool. All right. Right.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
だから人間は老いても若き日の絶頂期を懐かしむことができるのよ。
You know, I don't actually look back and things like that. Like I should, reflection, but I don't sit there going, oh, I remember that. Oh,
I do it a lot. Like I was just telling you, I was looking back on my photographs and stuff, and I look back on those times, and even the bad times, I'm like, man, those were the days when
Yeah.
I thought shit couldn't get worse. Somehow it did.
Yeah, it can always get worse.
It can always get worse, it can always get better, but never think it's the worst it will ever get, because it can get worse.
So very true.
でもリリアちゃんは普通の人なら何十
In
年
other
もか
words,
け
the
て
whole
進める
world's
べ
in
き
your
ところ
hands.
Wait, how the fuck do you come to that? What the hell?
Because if it can get worse and it can get better, then you can do anything.
That's way too positive for my liking. But I get what you're saying.
I knew you were going to try and take the negative
No,
viewpoint,
I
so
mean,
thought
it just feels a
I
little
will
bit
put
too...
the positive spin on it.
Yeah, it can always get better, it can always get worse. But one thing's for certain is it doesn't stay that way forever. I remember saying this to someone, it's like, the good times never last forever, but neither do the bad times. And they said, oh, that's very philosophical. And I was like,
Well,
but it's true.
one of the very earliest videos I did with you, I told you one of my viewpoints, which was life is too short and too shit to spend it miserable. So let's enjoy it.
Life is too short and too shit to do anything, so just be miserable.
I used to tell people do one thing nice for yourself every day. And when I was going over the Twin Peaks videos, Twin Peaks podcasts with the Nextlander crew, they brought up that Dale Cooper brought that up, and I was like, did I get that from Twin Peaks?
Didn't I? What? Just all right.
Just treat yourself to one good thing per day.
Okay, so you're saying I should just fap every day? Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, that could be it. For me, it was like I like to go to the park, or I like to eat something nice. One of my friends had some real bad depression at some time, and I told him that, and it cheered him up. He actually managed to get himself over it.
First of all, kudos to you for doing that. But if someone said that to me, I'd be like, mate, I need some.
That's because you're cynical as fuck.
I need some industrial level advice, not some of this.
That's
nice
good advice.
I need industrial level shit.
Good advice. Do something good.
Do
for
something
yourself.
good for
Damn
myself. What the fuck?
Mr. No Prince says, "Calm down, Tomino. Stop trying to give us hope and depression at the same time." Tomino being the director of Gundam, old Gundams.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he was very much a man of two halves. He'll be optimistic for the future while also hitting you with the most depressing shit.
Well, I suppose if you're still breathing, if you're still here.
He is still alive.
No, well, not him, but in general. I mean, it's good that he's still alive.
He hates everything as well.
If you're able...
He's always saying, he always says, these new Gundam shows are shit. He always says that. Anyway, carrying on.
I suppose if you're able to still draw breath, then you're still here and you still have the capability to do something, then that means something, you know what I mean? Like, it's not over until the fat lady sings, it's not over until it's over. But we're here today, like, streaming across the world to, like, I don't know where the hell you guys are, halfway across the world.
America and America,
enjoying,
I believe.
Enjoying some super depressing Iwaihime.
They haven't gone anywhere.
That's true. You know what they say though? Sharing is caring, especially, and I say especially when it's pain. But we'll continue.
そう、わずか数年で急激に変化してしまった。
Everyone becomes sad about losing their youth and getting old. What are you talking about? I was glad I wasn't a kid anymore. It sucked. But it's not like they age rapidly. It takes decades, allowing them plenty of time to come to peace with it. If only that were true for a lot of people.
I saw another one of those memes on Twitter, I think, not too long ago. It might have been a meme, it might have been someone actually just talking in general, but it was a very interesting one. It goes, growing old is realizing that old lady who just sat out and watched the lawn every day actually had the right idea.
It's it kind of sucks how you can't relate, you can't understand people that are like where there's a big age gap, whether it's older
I like
or younger.
looking at the sky, I understand that. I'm like,
no, but
yeah,
when you're a kid, mate, when you're a kid, right, and you're running around with your mates in school, right, You could not fucking understand the idea of sitting there and just relaxing and looking at a fucking park or some shit.
I used to crawl out onto the roof to look at the stars at night time.
That's
summer
different.
nighttime.
What the fuck? That's don't do
I want to
that,
do that
kids.
now, but
But that's different, right? But like just sitting there in a park, and when you see old people, I don't know. Thanks for the negativity, Ash. Come on, crack deal. I thought I was being a bit positive. I mean, as long as you can. I mean, as long as you're here, as long as.
while this connection is dying, because it is dying on my end for some reason, I can hear the audio stuttering super badly. I'm going to quickly go and grab a drink from downstairs. I'll be right back.
Okay. So crack deal. I mean, as long as your heart's still beating, as long as you're still here, right? You can still do something. That could be anything, whether it's just to say to someone that you care about that you love them, or do something that makes you, as Kuxel says, do something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel like you have purpose. You should. I think it's easier when you're younger to like take time for granted. I remember reading a book, I think it was the intro section to a book by Stephen King, of all people. I think it was The Gunslinger, and he was talking about when he first started I think it was the Dark Tower series of books. The Gunslinger, I think, is the first of them. I never finished it as well, but anyway. And he was talking about when he was 18, and he says that he felt like he was immortal. And I think I was not that far off that age when I was reading that book, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And that was quite a long time ago, but you do feel, it's funny how you do feel like that. You think you can do anything, and as you get older, you get bumps and scrapes, or the body gets a bit older, a bit creakier, you start to realize your mortality, and you know, start to try and take things less, like not take things more for granted and appreciate things more. If only I did that when I was a kid. I remember just wasting so much time. But anyway, that's as positive, I suppose, as I can get. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not the type of person to be sitting there giving you loads of pep talks to make you feel better. I say we're all shit. We're all in the shit. We're all worthless, but it's okay. We're all worthless together in this world.
At least we're together then. The music is still dying, but you sound perfectly clear to me, so it's the stream.
That is so weird. Give me a second. I will. I'll stop it and start it and see if that does anything. Right. Did that do anything?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine now.
Kratier says I was appreciating the negativity. Anyway, let's continue. But Riria had experienced that in barely 10% of the time it normally takes. It was like she was Rip Van Winkle, aging decades in what felt like the blink of an eye. No, don't blame us. Modern society in Japan. The whole world.
I mean, you could say the same for people like Macaulay Culkin, or the actor for Malcolm in the Middle. In some respect, I would put the same on the actor for Ronald Weasley.
No, he did alright for himself. I think when he made the money, he just went off to do his own thing, and he would choose projects that he was interested in, because he made enough money from Harry Potter, and then he got himself. He always wanted to get himself an ice cream van.
Ice cream van, yeah.
And I was like, mate, if that's what you want to do, awesome. And he was able to do it. I think he did well. I heard things about what's his name, who did Harry Potter actor.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe, yeah. It wasn't great for him.
No.
Because
I was wondering if I should mention him or not, because I got mixed things from him. Like, good things and bad things.
He seems to be maybe doing better now, but there was
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say, but definitely for a period of time it was really bleak for him.
But this is not something I would isolate to Japan only, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I suppose. But the idol thing,
The idol culture
industry-
is a
yeah.
uniquely Japanese phenomena, but
There
you
is
know,
the movie.
when we broaden it to expand and include child stars,
Yeah.
I you know, singers or actors, actresses, and so on. Yeah. I mean, Nickelodeon. Fuck me. That's a bad one as well. What happened
was
with
the-
Drake and Josh?
Yeah, so Drake is Dodge. Josh. Wait,
Yeah.
which one's Josh?
Drake.
Is
It was
Josh
Drake.
is still act.
Yeah.
Drake was, yeah, and there was also
He was the one who went real bad.
iCarly, the blonde-haired girl
The
in
girl
iCarly.
from iCarly, yeah.
I watched a couple of YouTube videos talking about her and what happened, and she wrote a book about when her mother passed away, and for her it was an overall good thing because of the issues that she had with her parents growing.
Ugh.
Hollywood and that side of thing definitely
Mr.
has
No
this
Princess,
type of issue.
one of the heads of Nickelodeon in the 90s was a groomer. Yeah, there was that as well.
What's his name?
It began with a J.
He was a massive fan of the foot as well, apparently.
God. Yeah.
Because there was
There
a
was
lot.
that.
I remember at the time there's a lot of weird feet stuff and stuff like some of the shows that he would do, and you're just like, what?
I'm glad I didn't watch that much Nickelodeon, thankfully.
Practically says, I don't like possibility and optimism.
Positivity.
Positivity and optimism. I can't have anything correct. Sake, I'm done.
Dan Schneider! Yeah,
Dan
why did I think of
Schneider.
J? Yes. Garlic Bread X, thank you very much.
Mr. No Prince says Nickelodeon's all fucked. One of the head guy. Yeah, so that's the Dan Schneider. Garlic Bread X has said
Yeah.
yes. PTSD from Valhalla streams. What, there's there positivity in Valhalla? I don't know.
Not
Look, Crack Dealer, you know me, right? From these streams, I am the most cynical asshole on the planet.
And you know me, I have to balance him out.
But I don't know. I like to. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. A part of me sometimes, like, if you're sitting there in the moment and you're all right, and you're just kind of quietly content. I don't know. Just appreciate it. But anyway, let's continue.
彼女はそんな現代日本の被害者だと思ってる。
You think? Okay.
でもリリアちゃんは自分ではそう思ってない。
え？
その彼女の強さはとても素晴らしいと思います。
I'm not sure about that, Sister. She really seems like she's losing it.
I think she is strong and she has been trying to power through it, but he's wrong. I mean, obviously, he's totally wrong in saying that it's not affected her.
そうね。
Oh, Crack Dealer says, I've heard the same exact rant in Valhalla streams. Have we? What did we talk?
Probably. Also, the stream is cut out for me.
Oh,
Nat's back. It's
Mate,
just
I think it's
freezing
you because-
periodically.
voice connection. It's not giving me any warnings on my end.
Well, I mean, the voice is still perfectly fine. I mean, that doesn't cut. It's just the game video and audio.
Weird. Usually when that happens, I get warning signs on my video. But I don't know. There's a
It's fine. It's not so serious. It'll do.
why so serious? Okay.
僕は彼女が頑張り屋さんであることを知ってます。彼女は勉強もお稽古もどちらも絶対に手を抜かないそうです。そんな彼女の頑張りが評価されないわけがないと思ってます。フラワーハイスクールという団体に入れたのも確かに元マジカルリリーという肩書きのおかげかもしれない。でも今にきっとクルス・リリアという一人の女性の魅力にみんな気づいてくれると信じています。
This is pure positive copium.
This is pure bullshit. This is bad advice. I'm sure. I believe everyone will realize how brilliant she is. Why?
They'll
Because
see what's good about her. They
mate,
won't They won't rely on cleaning Lily's reputation.
I feel like, well, you know, a guy trying to convince me, I'm a good guy. The girls will see that I'm a good guy. They'll be able to see that, right?
Where did he
I'm
get
a
this from?
nice guy. Anyway.
そうね
And the thing is, I mean, I think she has talent and she definitely got work ethic, but the reality of life is that alone doesn't get you success.
Sometimes life will just shit on you.
You need that element of luck. You always need an element of luck. Which is the harsh reality of life. Somewhat reluctantly, Miss Hinagata took out her phone. After tapping it for a while, she showed me the screen.
これは
This is my number. Take it, please.
詳しくは
What's
説明
this?
しないけ
A
ど
flip phone?
無責任な人たちが無責任な発言を垂れ流す表現の自由な掲示板
Why did I think the top
Welcome to
4chan?
4chan. Yes.
Wait, she does fucking green text speech.
I told you.
Yes. Is this where she gets her info? Do all these girls post in 4chan?
She
Right.
just goes on. Well, it's 2chan because it's Japan, isn't it? 2channel. But yeah, you go there and they're like, ha ha ha. Yep. It's just fucking talking shit about cleaning Lily.
Farewell, Magical Lily Memorial Service Part 24. My waifu, 940. I'm sick of Reria Club, 841. Reria Kurusu is ruining Flower High's image, 31st performance, 619. Remove Reria Kurusu from Flower High petition, Part 6, 897.
ひどい
That's a lot.
ですね。
眩しい子はその分影も濃くなるというでしょ
Yep.
彼女には熱烈なファンが大勢いる分大勢のアンチもいるのよ
Mr.
Well-
Princess stream is 144p. Can't read text. It's still HD on my end.
What is up with the stream today? Is it my internet? I mean, I'm getting no warnings, no issues.
No, I believe this one is on your end because I can still see the stream on YouTube and it's still in 1080p.
Okay.
I'm in 1080p by the way. I'm not using 1440p.
It's not in.
But yeah.
Oh, actually, what res is this at? I don't know.
No, you have it up to 1440p.
Do I? Lol. The thread titles alone made me want to look away. If it was hurting me that much just to look at it.
彼女はこれを全て知ってるわ
Of course she
それど
does.
ころかステージが終わるたびに見ているんですって
I'll never have this problem. It requires being popular.
どうしてですかこんなの見たって辛くなるだけなのに
But the temptation. I get it.
批判を力に変えるのがアイドル持論だそうよ
What?
多分自分の
Yeah.
頑張りがいつか必ず
Mr. Prince, you
認めら
might
れ
need to change your resolution because, like I said, it's still perfectly fine where I'm at. So yeah.
Yeah, sometimes YouTube will lock it to 144p if you're in a low internet.
Oh, you're on the mobile app, right? Yeah, the
Yeah.
mobile app is fucking garbage sometimes. I mean, I use it a lot, but holy shit.
Shit, mate. Fuck, man.
そしてそれを認めてくれる人が現れないかと今か今かと待ち望みすぎるあまり
Will this be me in the future? See if I ever get popular. Am I going to sit there on 4chan look at Ash Manic's boards?
Don't do that to yourself. If you do become popular, I've seen the shit they talk about VTubers there, and I've seen the shit they talk about anyone else there. Don't do that to yourself. There is nothing good to find there.
Well, for me, I'd be more likely to be on Reddit.
Take it from. It doesn't matter where you are. I mean, I know 4chan is more negative, but still, I don't believe anything on the internet is probably worth looking at when it comes to people's popularity, fame, and or stories.
Weird. Mr. No Prince says, nope, still 144p, 5G and full bars on my phone.
Holy shit, man. That is terrible.
I don't know. I feel like YouTube is maybe shitting its pants. Because the stream's current, so the bitrate is at the normal bitrate that I usually set at.
It looks I mean, it looks fine on my end. I'm pulling the stream on YouTube and I'm pulling the stream on Discord.
But you're in the UK, and I'm wondering if it's
Oh,
to
you think
do
it's a
with
local
YouTube.
issue?
I think YouTube distributing it might be. I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
これを毎日見ているというんですか？
The problem is, it's that morbid curiosity, right?
What, looking at every day?
Yeah, and it becomes an obsession, especially if she's not doing very well. Cracktier says, wish I could talk about Oshinoko. Yeah. No, don't.
何度かやめなさいと注意はしたんだけどね。
In between lessons and before she went to bed, she would check rumors on the internet like it was a drug. How do you know she'd do it before going to bed? She kept looking day after day, believing that the countless slanders would eventually turn to praise. There's a video done, made by Super Eye Patch Wolf. And
Is it the one where he's talking about looking at your stats on the internet or something?
It was one, I can't remember the title of it, but it talks about his journey to 1 million subscribers.
I think we are talking about the same video, yeah.
Yeah. And he talks about how, like, when you're small, you'll have maybe one person that doesn't like you out of 100. Or maybe out of 1,000. No, out of 100. And he said, that's fine, right? It's just one person. And then if you get 1,000 subscribers, that becomes 10, right? But when it goes up to like 1 million, it's like a group, and then these people who are chatting will get together, and they'll have, like, they'll just talk to each other in different, like, forums on Discord or whatever, to purely to shit on you. And it's inevitable, right? You're always going to get people who don't like you for whatever reason, and it could be for anything. Maybe it's justified, but maybe it's not justified, right? It could just be pure jealousy.
Nah, it's not even like justified half the time. Sometimes it's irrational.
Yeah, because people are irrational. I'm irrational, right? But the problem is, when you have that many people who are being irrational and it's aimed at a specific person, say you, it becomes an issue. And then they make it, there's people out there that can make it their purpose to just bring you down. And there's people out there that have mental health issues as well, and they can become super obsessed and stuff, and then you can potentially get stalkers and things. And there's all sorts of stuff, and it just makes you think, man, it's not worth it. Why can't I just...
Yeah, it's true. It is not worth it.
So are you going to say something?
I'll let you finish what you were just about to say, because I thought you'd finished, but you weren't.
No, I'm finished.
All right, well, Mr. No Prince is talking about 4chan, saying, it's not the same since it used to be, since the whole Polak bullshit. Yeah, trust me, that fucking shit made the website so unbearable, I stopped using it.
Wait, what?
And you're talking about... It became mired in and basically taken over by a very strong political wing, and they infected everything almost. And he continues to say that a whole bunch of like copycat websites popped up, where a lot of people went to. And yeah, I mean, I've been around a bit. I've seen this all happen in real time. And I can tell you, at the end of the day, none of these websites are fucking worth it, honestly. You'll hear me talk about Twitter a lot, because I do use Twitter quite a bit, but it's not like I'm using it for any express purpose apart from just keeping up with the news, because it is a fairly decent way of keeping up with the news.
So you don't use 4chan anymore?
No, I haven't used it for years.
And you don't use Reddit?
Reddit I did use for a bit, but I don't use it.
Reddit I find quite good when you're like looking for something.
If I'm looking for an actual discussion about, like, let's say a movie or something, I think I'll go there. I'll check a bit on Twitter, I'll check a bit on Reddit, and that's it. Like, otherwise I'll go to WhatsApp, or I'll go on Discord, and I'll talk with my actual people that I care about. All these anonymous websites and such, I'm pretty much done with them.
Is that an age thing as well, do you think? Also changing with the times?
I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's a changing of the times thing. I remember using those websites a lot back in the day, and they had an appeal to them, but they are not those sites anymore. And it's because the culture of everything changed. So that's what it is, essentially. just like we talk about how Twitter is shit nowadays. So remember how Twitter was, and you see the decline now. Imagine something similar. That's basically what happened on these websites as well.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've only really started using Twitter more recently, right? So I don't know how
it's like
good it was.
What I'm seeing with Twitter right now is honestly like watching what happened to 4chan in fast forward.
Garlic Bread X says everything on the internet just rots eventually. And Mr. No Prince says community on the internet is dead, everything's so toxic now. Could part of the reason for that be that more people are on the internet now? It used to be a certain subset of people, right? Back in the day.
For a while, I was blaming a certain age group who had joined the internet, shall we say, relatively recently. But I don't know if that's the case anymore. I think it is. It's
not an age group necessarily. I'm just saying more and more people. So you had like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That my initial knee-jerk response was to blame, shall we say, the kids. But now I think it is wider than that. I do think it is maybe a case that there's just too much bullshit and not enough substance. And that's just generally speaking.
With the governments, and I don't want to put a tinfoil hat on, but when more and more companies and governments are like the internet is now ubiquitous, right? It's used by everyone. E-commerce has superseded brick and mortar commerce and shit like that. It's the main thing that people use now, so everyone is on it. Whereas before, it was more niche. You'd be the techie
If the
person.
internet went down back in the day, it would not have been a major... Well, it would have been major, but it would not have been a catastrophic event.
No.
Whereas if it went down now, I honestly believe society could not function.
Yeah, so like more and more people, a wider group of people are now using it, like everyone almost, right? Especially certain age groups. Whereas before it was like the people, oh, you're the computer geek. Because like, I remember when I was like, oh, you play, if you played games, you were a bit of a geek, right?
I love that story you told me where you're like, a guy at work just looked at you and said, well, you can finish the line for me.
He was, I had mentioned the PlayStation 4 and he just turned around and looked at me, he's like, you play video games? And I was like, yeah. He's like, classic. I was like, what the fuck? If I never mentioned anime, because I would have been ostracized by the whatever. No, that was the exception. I don't know. Those guys were fairly normies, more than me. But like when I was little, right, I would never talk to other people about anime because first of all, I didn't really know what anime was per se, and I'd always be afraid to like talk to people about this weird thing that I've seen and I quite like. But if you were into computer games and things like that, and you're more like tech savvy with computers and things, you are seen as a geek in a negative way. And definitely last decade or so, maybe longer, it's became cool, this whole nerd culture thing. Like everything is a lot of things are pandering to nerd culture. Superhero movies are the biggest grossing movies of recent time. It's became cool to like nerdy shit. It's became cool to be a fucking weeb, and that's like, on the one hand, I'm like, that's cool. On the other hand, I was like, what the fuck, right? But then more and more people get brought into these things, and that gives there's more and more room for people that want to just fucking change.
Tourists.
No, it's like people that are just like, I have an opinion of how this should be, which is fine.
They are fucking tourists.
That's
what I'm talking about.
No, it's not tourists. What?
They are tourists.
No, it's
like what we call them.
Well, you call them, right? But I'm saying people who are like, I want this to be a certain way and I want everyone to be affected by this, as opposed to I am going to go to these type of things of this niche because I like them. It's not that. It's like, I want everything to be changed for me, right? And you're getting more and more people like that. And the internet, I don't know. I mean, also life is just a lot more... No, maybe, I don't know. Life just seems a lot more clamped down and kind of shitty in certain ways. Even with the advent of the internet. And I wonder, there's a lot more people... Maybe this is wrong. This is just my opinion, my impression. But I feel like a lot more people have mental health issues compared to before. And I know that reporting has increased. So more people are reporting if they have mental health issues. It's seen as more okay to talk about it. But even with that, I feel like more and more people have those issues, and that's playing into it. whenever you see lol cows, right, type people, there always is an element
I
of mental...
cannot believe you fucking reused the term lol cows on this stream.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck are we doing? I swear to you.
What is wrong with... Like, it's the phrase that people use, right? If it's offensive,
I know it's the phrase that people use. It's just the fact that you brought it up. I'm like, oh god.
Right, so people who are seen as that, right, as like your Christians and stuff like that, there is an element of mental health always involved in that. But because the internet is so toxic, they're just like, there's just people that will want to keep like causing them pain and laughing at it. But yeah, what are the chats saying? So we live in a society. Yes, well,
indeed we do.
Mr. No Prince says, not to sound old manish, but Gen Z did try hard to emulate the internet of old, but ended up warping it to an extent. They merely adopted the internet. I was raised into it, molded by it. Cooksoul.
I'm thankfully not that old, but I was long enough on fucking 4chan to see its brilliant days and its downfall. And I just left it. I was like, fuck this place.
I'm more late to... I used the internet, but I didn't communicate with people on the internet as much. But no, that's a lie. I did use stuff to communicate with people I knew.
You played Counter-Strike, man.
Yeah, I didn't communicate. That's not communicating, man. That's just like...
What are you
swearing
talking about?
At people all the time.
The act of shooting one bullet into another player character is a form of communication in itself.
Not that type of communication. Not that type of like... We died together online. We played together online.
It's a higher form of communication.
A higher form of dance.
A language that every person understands.
I love language.
It says fuck you, and then it says the GG no RE.
What is your love language? My love language is to say GG.
Garlic says, thank you, Miss Hinagata, for opening this can of worms.
God. Mr. No Prince says, I was a forum hopper since 98, 99-ish. Do you know...
that is before my time, I will say, but it is also probably the really, really good days of the internet, I think, as well.
Yeah, they were the peak days, man. That was when the dot-com bubble was. Everything was exploding, and then... No, everything was, like, inflating and then exploding in 2000, 2001. Ash communicates in lethal injections of lead. Yeah, I had a light touch, I think, with the internet in certain ways. I used it for things, but not as heavily... definitely not as now, I think. So maybe I was touchless, but now we're getting the bad touch. The internet's giving us the bad touch.
Bring back GeoCities.
Oh my god. Fuck. Do you remember that? Was it Web 1.0? Oh my god, I remember making a web page using my free internet provider. They gave you web space, and I made a web page and I put a counter on it, and it was like the bog standard looking counter with the black background, the white numbers, and I'd look at it, how many people visited my web page, which came with
like black background, stars, and the dancing banana.
Mr. No Prince says, back then there wasn't much negativity. People were more helpful and patient. I think because it was more niche. And the type of
there
people
were so many anime fan sites back then. Used to get good stuff like
niche
fan sites. Yeah, like character shrines and stuff like that back in the day. It was quite fun. You don't get that. Well, you do get that now. It's
social media. Do you think social media might have had a play, right? Because trolling people, you'd only get so much out of it. But with the advent of social media and being able to share and get clout. Right?
No, I think the thing is, social media is a good point, actually, because I think more than anything, it helped to consolidate everything into a set of few websites that everyone uses, rather than having it all spread out everywhere like it used to be.
Which is, I don't know if that's better or worse. Sorry, Crack Dealer, if this is old men talking about old times, but
I got a GIF image. I'm sorry, it might be GIF, right? I say GIF, but I think it's supposed to be GIF. Whatever. I found a GIF image of Old Man Yells at Cloud, where he's actually shaking his fist. And I saved that.
You know, maybe I should take this song and just have it playing in the background while we have we'll do streams where we just chat.
I was about to say, this would make a pretty good podcast song.
Yeah.
But if you just want to talk about, if you want to reminisce and be an old coot, this is a song for it.
Yes, it is. Mr. No Prince says greater internet fuckwad theory from 2004 begs to differ. Hash. Oh,
Mr. No Prince says old men yelling at clouds. Okay. I've
Well-
devolved a bit. I need to get back into my usual positive self.
it was. It was more positive. But having said that, being able to stream to Kuxo, while streaming,
Being able
to
to
you
stream
guys,
to all of you guys in the chat as well.
and having a chat with you guys who I would never ever have met, right? Otherwise, like the internet today with all its like negatives,
This
gives
is
you
what I
some-
was saying earlier. Yeah.
it gives you. I have so much access. Like the idea of playing a game with a friend of mine who doesn't live close to me, was such a hard thing. Or just watching someone else play, like so, getting that feeling of when I'd sit with my mates when I was young, and they would play games, and I'd just kind of sit and watch, and we would just chew the fat, as they say, or chat or whatever.
Shoot the breeze.
Shoot the breeze. I don't understand how that make. I've heard. Yeah, and yes, shoot the breeze, and being able to do that now in such a convenient way, like it's awesome, right? Computer tech has gotten a lot better. Like you can even make your own PCBs easier, and there's also like software, so much open source software that's fucking amazing compared to back in the day where it was very limited. So there's a lot that has improved over time. And having said that, at work I talk to people, and I've met people in my job who know about anime, and it fucking blew my mind. So there are benefits to all the things that I've just fucking moaned about. So yeah, anyway, let's continue. Wait, what? This was poison, a poison of the heart. If it were only a little, then perhaps it could be the invigorating spark to turn that criticism into strength, just like she said. But this was too much. I continue.
Mr. No Prince says old men yelling "You spoony yard" at the lawn. I think you mean "You spoony bard." That's how the meme went.
You spoony bard, what?
It's from FF4. Is FF2 back in the day, because it was on the Super Nintendo. They localized it as FF2. One of the characters just yells "You spoony bard." It was indicative of the translations done by Ted Woolsey back in the day. He did a lot of this sort of like odd bits here and there.
Nice.
And it became popular.
I continued scrolling down the screen, but the heartful comments just kept going on. It's like a YouTube video comments.
You get nice comments. What are you talking about?
That's true, because I am tiny. I am a tiny PP, micro penis sized YouTuber.
Where's Loopy when you need her?
心の傷が集まってマジカルリリーという姿を形作ったのよ。彼女はそのマジカルリリーが自分の分身となって一人歩きしてるんじゃないかと心の底で怯えてる。
It's her
それが
past
いつか
self.
自分を駆逐して乗っ取ってしまうんじゃないか。
I was thinking about YouTubers and how like I feel like most or a majority of YouTubers have mental health issues, which I don't know if it's a prerequisite, but they do. And it's not necessarily that they're super bad or anything, but unfortunately with the way, as we've talked about, comments and things like that, how it can affect them, it's not great for their mental health. On top of, if you're a full-time YouTuber, it's actually really stressful if you're constantly making content. I don't know, it does seem to attract a certain type of person, and then they seem really I've seen some that seem really confident and amazing, and yet they have like crippling anxiety and things like that, and you're like, that's so weird. But I suppose talking to a camera is a lot easier than talking to a group of people.
Let me put it to you this way. I believe that most of the people you'll see on the internet who are talking on the internet and presenting themselves on the internet like this will have some form of introversion, because if they didn't, they would go outside and meet people and stuff.
And touch grass.
Yeah, exactly. So they already start with that sort of baseline, and then from there you just sort of expand to find all different spectrum of issues and personality types.
True, and a lot of them that are younger, you're like, like I did think about doing YouTube as a thing years ago, but I was like, nah, mate, I don't want to jump into that. I think my youth and all that, I was like, I'll do something stupid, or I don't want to get involved in doing something like that. And I think that was a good thing. That's why I waited till at this point. I feel like, at the very least, I'm mature enough to to have a slightly thicker skin. I had a very thin skin, I think, when I was young, and it's.
What made us do this? I can't even remember anymore.
I think we're doing a playthrough of.
We done before we did any YouTube videos. We done a playthrough of Yakuza 7, and we did a playthrough of Doki Doki Literature.
Yeah, and I was like, we should, because you had already put up videos that were silent, right? Playthrough videos. And
so
like,
my old YouTube channel had been deleted because of a mishap of my own entire making. It was my own fault that channel got banned. But yeah, I had some experience already, but not that I was doing this sort of stuff. I was just making videos and dumping them there because it was fun.
For me, I think the thing that inspired me to do it was there's certain things that happened at IRL, right? And I was like, you know what? I was in a position where I was like, I've not really got much to do. I've got like a certain amount of free time, and I was like, why don't I just try this, and become a PNG tuber or whatever, or a quote unquote VTuber, like a Poundland VTuber. I think it's an element of you kind of want to do something that has. You want to be something in life, I think, and you can get that from your job. You can get that from, I don't know, having a family or whatever the shit, doing normie shit. I don't know. Or like try to do something here on YouTube, or I don't know, being successful in one of the hobbies that you do, or entering competitions, doing something like a sport or whatever. And I was shit at everything, and I was like, I can talk for ages, and Kuxo and eventually tells me to shut up, so why don't I just do that on stream and bore you guys instead? So and I like play. The other thing is I wanted to play more visual novels, more games, and I wanted an excuse to do it.
Certainly done that.
Yeah, I've even played fucking Dark Souls, and I thought if I was recording it in the beginning, it would be a good excuse. I could record it, I could post it up, so it's more incentive. So I think that's where it came from. And I think when we did Doki Doki Literature Club, we did the voices.
That was fun.
Yeah, and I was like,
so
we
much fun
should
with
do
that
this
one.
because, do you know, one of my main inspirations, and I've mentioned this numerous times before, was a guy called Joe Chrono. With
oh yeah, he's good. Joe Chrono's really good.
With another guy, his mate, I can't remember his friend's name, and they did a playthrough of Umineko, and that I think was the thing that was there, and it was like Inception. It was in my mind, and when we were doing it, I was like, we should put this up because like guys like that have done that. This would be a good laugh, and it's also an excuse for us to kind of like meet up, right? Because it's hard for old men to to meet up.
This is worth talking about. It is like as you grow older and as life progresses, the chance for meetings decreases, and this is across all groups: friends, family, school friends. You know, all of them gradually drift apart because everyone's busy. Everyone has their own shit to do. So the way I've done explain this is like, it's like putting in a schedule. It's like putting in a slot in my schedule where I say I'm busy, and yes, I am busy on YouTube doing this stuff, because if I didn't fucking fill this slot, someone else would fill it, and I would have some shit to do with someone else, right? But I wouldn't be playing games, and you know, for a while I lost the time, and I didn't play as much games as I wanted. I didn't watch as much anime as I wanted to, or TV or movies even.
Yeah, and it needs to be something that gives you incentive. I couldn't just say, Kuxo, let's just have a chat. Let's just book a time for an hour every Friday.
I didn't clear my schedule, I would never have been able to play FF16 the whole way through like I did. And doing this actually allows me to say on my schedule, look, I'm busy. I've got this that I'm doing. Everyone else, fuck off. I'm doing this.
I don't tell people what I'm doing. I'm just in my room. They're like, "What the hell is Ashmanix up to?" I should say, but no, for me, yeah, it's the same thing. You need to have incentive. It needs to be something that you want to do as well. Otherwise, you're not going to. Even if you set time for it, you might not want to do it. So, like, just having a chat is one thing, but if you're doing something that's going to be a recording or something that's going to be something that you'll post, say, or whatever, or say you're getting together to try and learn something or watch something together or whatever, like there's more incentive there. I used to go to like a quiz every week with a bunch of guys, and it was a Thursday thing, right? So they would like book out that time, and they'd know every day, every time that day of the week came up, they had that thing. And so because of that, we were regularly meeting up and all that. And it's just like this, where it's like incentivized. You want to go because you want to meet up with people and enjoy a quiz, but also you could pre-book it and tell people I'm busy on that day. And it's really hard, as you say, as you get older and people, jobs and some people get married and are happy and have kids. But they get busier and it's really, really hard. You have to like, as a person, I have more free time than most people. So you end up being the one left out. If you're busy, and you don't realize you're busy, right? And you can be too busy, which is another thing. But try to pin people down for things is really hard. Mr. No Prince says, I tried being a YouTuber back in 2012, 2013. It wasn't articulate enough to be compelling. Also, the whole autism thing. Old channels left abandoned with a bunch of hidden videos.
Honestly, who cares about being articulate or compelling? I don't think I'm all that compelling. Maybe I can be articulate, but I don't think I'm that compelling. I just do what I want.
So I give the example of MKBHD, who is one of the top tech review YouTubers on YouTube.
He is very compelling, though.
I give the example of him because the first video he posted on YouTube, he was 13 or something. He was wearing glasses. He was geeky as hell. He was holding the camera by hand, and it was like literally
low tech. Yeah.
This is the new camera from Sony. Like it is kind of like super cringe.
I had no idea. I'm gonna go check that out.
He did it. The reason I know about it is because he did a video fairly recently, maybe in the last couple of years, where he goes, "I'm going to watch my first video on YouTube again," and it was hard for him, right? But he talks about it, and that's where he started. And he wasn't a confident guy. He was quite geeky looking. He had the glasses on. He looked like the really nerdy introvert type of person. And I looked at that and I was like, holy shit, right?
Wow, his voice is even high pitched.
Yeah, because you only see them when they get popular, right? Unless you're watching like small YouTubers.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I get recommended a lot of small YouTubers.
And you don't see that. You don't see the journey. You just see the people who are big when they've gotten polished, when they've gotten good at what they do. And the thing is, like, I've been doing this for like a couple of years now, I think. And
we're in the second year.
Yeah, second year, and I've got like just above 100 subscribers, which a lot of people would be like, that's not great. For me, I'm really like, anything is amazing. Some people get like thousands and thousands of subscribers in the first couple of months or the first year. Like it varies for different people, also depending on what you do. But yeah, I suppose the whole being compelling, I don't even know how to be compelling. Maybe it's a natural thing, but it's also something that can be developed. You have to develop, I don't know, like if you do things enough times, you'll gain a following of some sort. And if you're okay with having 2 or 3 people either watching your streams, or say you're happy with like 10 or 20 views and maybe a comment here and there, and you just kind of build from there, that's what you do. But the important thing is if you're enjoying the whole process, I think. If you're not enjoying it, then yeah, don't waste your time on it. But it is different for different people. For me, I knew that I could chat for ages and I could just chat nonsense. So I thought,
I didn't know that about you until we started doing this, and I am constantly shocked by it.
I have a saying. I say, yeah, when I meet people, I don't really talk too much, especially if I feel like I don't have much to talk about. But I say to people, you don't want me to. They're like, oh, some people say to me, "Oh, you're quite quiet." It's like you don't want me to start talking because if I do, I won't stop. And
Whereas I am just quiet.
what are you talking about?
What?
You're just quiet. Get the fuck out.
I have a loud voice. That doesn't mean I talk a lot.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You could bring the house down with your voice.
I know I can. So I keep it bottled up.
But yeah, I say that to people and they look at me like I'm an idiot, right? And I'm just like, I warned you. So I don't know. I mean, that with YouTubers or with whatever you're doing, you try and bring something that you have that's unique to you. So maybe you don't feel that you're compelling, but there may be something else about what you do. But you know what? No print. Mr. No Prince. Like, it is what it is. I mean, if you didn't, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming you're like close to my age. I mean, for
Give
me,
it a shot, I think.
yeah, it's like I started older. I didn't want to do this when I was younger. I was concentrating and trying to, like, I don't know, get a job, career, all this shit, and then I achieved nothing in life. No, I'm not. It's not that bad.
What are you talking about? That's the fucking ticket, right? All these other YouTubers are tiptoeing around the rules. They're like, oh no, content ID! YouTube Summer, please don't ban me! Whereas I'm like, I got a job, fuckers. I don't fucking give a shit about any of you.
So
I do what I want.
Yeah, I would recommend, yeah, if you have a job and all that and it's secure, yeah, and part of the anonymity aspect of this, I don't want to show my face and all that, is just, you know, I don't want to be instantly linked to the channel just in case.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, if you're older, more mature, and you're in a much more, because 2012 was a long time ago, right?
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, like 10 years ago, 12, 13. I just did game mods and gameplay vids. Mate, if that's what you want to do, that's what you do, you know what I mean?
I think game mods probably gets more stuff nowadays because a lot of people are modding stuff. There's more PC players nowadays. More people doing PC mods. I can't speak authoritatively on that, but I just get that feeling.
And the way I talk now, as Mr. No Prince puts it, mate has them iron lungs. I was not like this when I was a lot younger. I was quiet. I would just keep myself. I would talk a bit, but not nearly as much as I do now. This is
Dracula says, "Will you be showing feet?" You know.
So I saw that Ashmet, you could have done OnlyFans, and I was going to say a crack dealer. Unfortunately, I don't have the great feet. Otherwise, I'd be tempted to show the feet and get some cash. But yeah, I don't know. Like, definitely, I'm always for like doing YouTube. Don't necessarily show your face. That's my personal preference. You know, try and keep it as anonymous as possible, but then, you know, you can do voiceovers, you can do gameplay and chat over it and whatever. I mean, I think some of the other guys at Magical Mado does streams and stuff.
Yeah, he did. He does a lot. Well, he did. I have to keep using the past tense because he doesn't stream anymore, but he did Binding of Isaac runs, quite a lot of them.
And RuneScape, old school RuneScape, yeah.
And a bit of COD.
The thing is, Mr. No Prince, the other problem is, the other thing you have to go into it thinking is, I'm not going to get big, because, I mean, I don't think that's going to work for everyone, but if you go in it and you're just doing it and enjoying it, that's better than sitting there expecting to get certain subscriber levels and interaction straight away. Like, what I've noticed that all the videos I get, or most of them, have really high video view counts and high subscribers, and it makes you think there's no one else out there that's as small as me, when in reality the majority of YouTubers are micro penis sized like me.
Mate, you're actually pretty decent. I've seen loads of YouTubers who are way smaller than us, so you don't need to worry.
I mean, we've been on it. I think it helps that we've been on it for a while and we like fairly regularly post stuff. I think that
we at least try to, unless we have real life stuff to attend to. But we do try to at least keep up some kind of schedule, because if not, as we said earlier, real life will fill the schedule for us.
Yes. And Miss No Prince, you say unless you mod something popular, people don't give a crap. I am playing Iwaihime. This is not a popular game.
Hey man, no.
It's
Fun
not
popularity.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Yeah, do what you want, because if you're passionate, if you're enjoying it, it comes through. That's what I've
Yeah.
heard other YouTubers say this as well. They've said that when they do things that they enjoy, even if it's not that popular or not good for the algorithm, ends up better because the audience can sense that you're enjoying it more and they enjoy the videos more than if you're doing something just because it's popular and your heart's not in it.
I had
what
a
I've heard.
ton of fun. I had a ton of fun making those quick art videos. Doing that playthrough was so much fun.
I mean, it maybe didn't come across, I don't know, but I thoroughly fucking enjoyed the House and Fata Morgana series.
That did come across.
Um,
Because you were talking about how much you were enjoying it while it was going on.
yeah, it was something special for me, and I think the other reason why I think that did a bit better is they're pre-recorded, as well as Sayano Uta, on top of like other external factors, is that they're we fully voice the characters, or I fully voice the characters. I've seen some comments of people saying I like to just play this in the background and listen to you
There we
doing
are.
the voices.
Mr. No Prince says, I ended up subbing over the classic visual novel stuff, to be honest. Yeah, I figured as much. You got a lot of viewers from the Sayano Uta playthrough.
Yeah, Sayano Uta really. I will finish it soon. I'm close. Oh, the Sayano Uta stuff, Crack Dealer. Like, there's no rush, but yeah, like I like visual novels, as you can see, and one of the issues.
You're lucky, aren't you? Because visual novels are now more popular than they've ever been.
Oh my god, I don't want that. I don't want... Fucking, I've just talked about how anime got more popular and being a nerd got more popular, and it just became more of a shit show. I don't want visual novels to get more popular. Oh, you're saying the House and Fata Morgana. Crack Dealer, yeah. I mean, don't rush it. Go for it at your own pace. There's no rush. I well enjoyed it. I think that these videos, these streams of these, they're a bit different because the voices are done, but because it's in Japanese as well, you can't just listen to this. You have to watch it.
Yeah, that brings me to the exact opposite, Higanbana, where there's no voices except me.
Yeah, which is why I think that does, like, so the House in Fata Morgana was like that. And I believe, and Sayano Uta was like that as well.
Uh-huh.
So I think that really helps people, especially with visual novels. One person was like, I didn't have the time, or I couldn't be bothered to like go play through the visual novel, but listening to you.
What
the fuck? There's a horn randomly being horned. Yeah, listening to you was like the thing that I was like happy to do, and like, yeah, so, which I feel bad because I'm like, please buy the game. but it is what it is.
Mr. No Prince says Higanbana kills my hope in humanity. Really? It's been quite uplifting lately. Having said that, the video which is going to go up next, that one felt bad as well. It's an actual sequel story.
Oh.
To the one with the girl who was being bullied by the whole class. Yeah, because that one didn't have enough already.
Fair enough.
But Crack Dealer, you were looking for a playthrough with no censorship on YouTube. You came to the wrong place, mate. You censored that.
So I played the censored game. There was one or two bits where I was like, the censorship though was just
This guy got the uncensored one, right? Loaded it up. Me and him were there. We're going through it. It's like uncensored, and we get to the first eroge scene, and you're like, abort, and you got like the censored version and carried on with that.
Mate, because I was like, I'm not fucking gonna work, and I was just like, I don't want to have to deal with this. I gotta get my YouTube channel yeeted off the planet. But also, there's certain types of stuff that I just don't wanna. I'd like to cut out if possible. And I think Saya was supposed to be quite young, and it was just nah. Also, my censoring skills was non-existent. I was using Blender. I didn't know how to add a sensor.
Oh, give it to me now.
No,
give it to
I
me.
could do
I
it
will
now.
have so much fun.
I
with
used
the
to.
censorship.
I used DaVinci Resolve now, right? But I didn't know how to do a fucking blur filter because it's Blender and it's not supposed to be used that way. That was the problem.
Critical point. Critical point. Oh my god, I actually should play that. Critical point.
What's
That was the
critical
one in.
point?
That was the one in space. And then like.
Oh my god, the one that you did. Did you do that one?
I did one video. No, I did one video just to check it out. And
I
it
want
was
more
like,
of
you know,
that.
dude goes to space and there's women everywhere on the moon.
Did a woman not
And then-
fuck a guy to death?
Yes.
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 Yeah, and it just went absolutely crazy. And you had that one girl, you know, the small girl. The small girl, and she had like purple hair, and she comes and feeds you food. And I was like, this seems pretty cool. I'll probably pay
Yeah,
this
it's
at
like,
some
wait,
point.
there's a little girl feeding me food. Oh, this is an amazing visual novel game. That's like, yes. Pixel, yes. Why am I not surprised? I wanted more of that though. I really did, but
So
like,
that one came up to me because I think that one was written by the author of some Ghost in the Shell or something like that, or maybe one of those old animes.
wow.
One of those, yeah. And I was like, well, this tickles the fancy. Let's. I still have it, obviously. I will probably do that at some point, properly.
Speaking of old visual novels, I do want to continue.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. No Prince. I have no such concerns. I am not worried in the slightest.
You should be.
Why?
Well, she is an adult though. That's okay.
Exactly.
What was I saying? Narcissu. I want to continue that at some point in the future.
Oh, Narcissu was good.
Narcissu, I
was
enjoyed.
enjoying
Oh
it.
my god, the car! I've got the little animation I put on it as well. I drew. I did a little basic animation. I was well
That
chuffed
reminds
with
me. Do you know, we've just been chatting. We need to actually get through the game. But that reminds me, I wanted to do a best off as well. Because I started that with the animation of us our little idiots driving a car. But yeah, I need to do a best of number 3.
I need to do more animations and drawings and stuff. But anyway, let us continue.
Continue. I want to get through this. We haven't gotten anywhere yet.
マジカルリリーが現れるという不吉な予感。
それが離婚病。もう一人の自分と出会ってしまったら近いうちに死んでしまうという病にして呪いよ。
That is
Okay.
actually a doppelganger, though. Wait a minute, she did die in the previous story, though.
Shrill laughter seeped out of the clubroom. Riria was laughing, but it probably wasn't the real her.
いいよ。事務所の人にお願いしたらもっとくれると思うな。夏やお兄ちゃんにマジカルリリーのカードいっぱいもらってきてあげるね。
Oh, that's for Atsuda. Or Natsuya. Great!
あんまりナッチーを甘やかさないでね。わかってまーす。ああ、すずむ、おかえり。先生は？
もうすぐ来るよ。
すずむお兄ちゃんだ。リリー、初めてのお兄ちゃんはすずむお兄ちゃんがいいな。
Oh, don't say that.
Wait,
in
so
front of
does everyone
Natsuya.
else see Cleaning Lily, the little one, or do
No.
they see Riria?
They're seeing a teenage girl, sorry, chat like a little girl.
Right.
おほー、思わせぶり発言で攻めるね。
初めてのお兄ちゃんって初めてって何初めてって何
Oh, why does Natsuya get fucked over?
夏やお兄ちゃんは2番目のお兄ちゃんね。
Oh, bullshit.
ならオッケーグレータ
単純だな。
Yeah, man, if he's easy to please, it's ideal, yeah?
すずむ？
It's not a good thing.
What if you're easily pleased? Mr. No
Having
Princess.
said that,
What were you gonna say?
I was about to say all dudes are easy to please. Then I thought better of myself, and then I withheld it. But now you've prompted me, so I've brought it up again. And I have completed my statement, and it's now subject to the whims of the internet.
Mr. No Prince says she's a military cadet, so yeah, she is an adult Ash. Oh, cool. Crackdealer says, we've been on this music for hours. Before I thought it was just meh, but now it's great.
リリアちゃん、あのさ、
何？
It's amazing how you can recontextualize it with some hours of talking.
学校での君は布川リリアちゃんだと思うんだ。マジカルリリーとして振る舞うのも可愛らしいけど、それはここでの君じゃない。
That was nice. I would have said it's creepy.
だからそういうのはたまにはいいけど。
Oh, Mr. No Prince says, calm down, Dose come here. Like, damn, his voice nearly killed my ears. Was that loud?
Wow. You might have been. I don't know what the volumes are like when it goes on YouTube.
学校では少しだけ慎んだ方がいいんじゃないかな。
おいおい、鈴原、何ケチくさいこと言ってんだよ。
Oh, is Natsia
I know,
gonna
right?
fight with
俺
Susan?
たちちょっとふざけてただけだぜ。
I
ね
want
え、
my
リリアちゃん。
cleaning lily.
I want my cleaning lily.
そうだよ
that's
ね
good.。
夏也お兄ちゃん。
I like that. That was a pretty good demonic voice.
Was it? Oh god, it's hard to hold.
Yeah, it's like, I want cleaning lily, and I want it now. Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that.
As I passed by her, I whispered something only she could hear.
マジカルリリーはもう過去の人なんだ。
Damn.
Oh no.
Facts.
だから布川リリアやクルスリリアの居場所にあまり居座らないであげてくれないかな。
鈴もお兄ちゃんが何を言ってるのかわかんない。
Is this the music gonna cut soon?
どうしたの、鈴む？
Something is gonna happen. I mean, you don't see faces like this, and a normal scene progresses from there.
I'm just half expecting bananas to appear and they'll be eating bananas. I don't know why.
珍しい
What the fuck?
ね。
I know.
機嫌悪いことなんてあるんだ。
Oh, there you go.
There we are. There we are. She laughed, man. Why did you cover it up?
Because I wanted to do it. Accursed Suzumu Suzuhara, do you see right through me? A man demon like yourself actually recognized me for who I am? No, he must be bluffing.
陸奥の末裔め。千年を超えし縁があるだけのことはあるか。
Because you can recognize me.
小賢しいが、お前にできることなど何もないわ。
Laugh for me, mummy dear, and a... Why is she in a child's... That's so weird.
Mummy, dear.
Yes. She sounds like a MILF dear.
多
Do
分
with that what you go.
私気づいてて気づかないふりをしてたんです。お掃除プリンセスを卒業した時に本当は全てを失ってたんです。
I wonder how much money she made out of the job.
Must have been quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you made enough dosh out of it, I mean, that would bring some solace.
なのに私は
No, but like, you know,
それに気づかないふりをして
it's about popularity more than anything.
That's her first mistake. But she was a
You know,
child, so I'm not going to blame
the
her.
feeding off an incomplete ego, you know, an immature ego.
Make me whole again. Tell me that I'm pretty. Tell me I can clean.
努力を積み重ねればまた取り戻せるように都合よく錯覚してた。
I still remember how bugged you were getting that they kept doing the cleaning shtick.
Fucking hell. What? Just...
努力は美しいよね。
Fuck off, Suzumu!
What effort does he do? He does fucking nothing
He
but
punches
punch
a tree
trees.
every day.
I can
That
punch
is
a tree.
effort. That's effort. Come on, go punch a tree every day after every
With tatami
afternoon
mats
all
wrapped around
afternoon.
it. With bubble wrap wrapped around it. Yeah.
Will you be able to do it all evening, every evening for the rest of your life?
How do you? That's not his. How do you know he's been doing that? He might just make punch it a couple of times, and then just pour water himself to make himself look like he's sweaty.
でもそれだけかもしれない。
Okay. Why is he talking like he's he's a middle-aged man or an old man that's wizened? He doesn't know jack shit.
そうですよね。
Effort was like fireworks. What? They were beautiful for a single moment, only to leave nothing behind.
It reminds me of the scene from Quintuplets. You know, in anime, they always have the fireworks episode. And the
Yes,
anime
they
characters
go
watch
to
it,
the fireworks display, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the one in My Dress Up Darling was alright. But the best one, the absolute best one, is in Quintuplets. Because after a whole episode of shenanigans, until they can actually watch the fireworks, they end the episode with main dude and one of the girls watching the fireworks and then saying, "This is utterly boring."
The notion you could...
perfect.
Wait, which girl was he with?
I think it was Itsuki.
Itsuki, the pink-haired one, the oldest.
They're all pink-haired. Not the oldest. I think the youngest. It might have been the oldest. I don't even remember which girl it was anyway.
Right, what does she look like? She have stars in her hair?
Yeah.
Oh, she's my... Well, they're all kind of my faves, but she's one of my faves.
She's the one who doesn't really style herself. All the others style themselves so they look different, but she's the one who keeps like the default appearance.
She's the one that tries to be like the surrogate.
She's the
mum.
bookworm slash... What?
Is she not the one that tries to be the mum for everyone?
She's the youngest.
Yeah, but she was trying to... She's the one that wants to be a teacher, and she tries to keep them together and be like mum. Be like the mum.
She wants to be a teacher, and she's fucking... They get grades that... Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Let's carry on.
yeah, she sucks, right? Which is the irony of it all. But anyway, the notion you could succeed by continuously putting in effort was all an illusion. Damn.
Oh god, we're coming back to our chat from earlier.
I know.
Yo, CG!
Suzuhara and I were nestling together in the plane of snowing suit. Oh, that's nice.
Also, I just want to say, Suzuhara looks like he's de-aged a couple of years.
It's like 15-year-old Suzuhara. Suzuhara gently wrapped his arm around my shoulders.
でもどんなに儚い花火だとしてもその一瞬は僕の中で永遠のものになるんだよ。
What the fuck is he talking about? Also, his voice... Does any 15-year-old sound like this?
Yeah.
Like this?
What, you mean what he's saying or how he's saying... How
How
sounds?
he's saying it. How he sounds.
Oh, how he's saying is fucking, you know, it's just...
It's very
how
mature.
written.
It's very mature.
She said senpai! Reflect it in the subtitles, please!
I know, what the fuck?
私一瞬だけの花火だっていいです。 先輩だけの中で永遠になれるのなら。
Are we talking about one night stands here? Because it feels like this.
でもあいつのおかげでちょっとすっきりしました。
Hmm?
あいつって
リリーです。マジカルリリー。酷だとは思ったけれど、
Oh god.
あんたに真実を教えなければならなかった。
Is this the door, or is this the actual
This is-
split personality magical Lily?
This is the actual split personality cleaning Lily.
リリー。
Lily?
誰もクルス・リリアなんて求めてないの。豚どもが求めているのは
Buta.
いつまで経っても
Buta.
10歳の時の私。
Buta.
Uta means voice. Buta means pig.
What? Say that again?
Uta means voice.
I'm saying Buta. What are you hearing?
Oh, I thought you were saying Buta. I thought you were saying Uta.
Mate, I said Buta. Buta. Never.
Mr. No Prince says, remember that time when Senpai was never
どれ
translated?
だけ血
Yeah.
涙をこぼそうと
There's Love Hina's manga. They had it as Senpai back then as well with an M.
They don't.
Uta is song. That's it, right?
They don't. Like, I was watching some anime recently, and they did that as well. Like whenever someone says senpai, it's like they use the name of the person instead of the senpai. I'm like, or it annoys me.
It annoys me because you can hear them saying senpai, and I'm like, hey, like, you know, we can hear the difference. Get it right.
Garlic Bread X says Uta is song.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Although I think-
Saya no Uta, the song of Saya, of course.
Yeah, but isn't Uta also voice? Or am I mistaken?
Well, I mean, if it's a song is sung by voice, so maybe it's a derivative of voice.
Maybe. Need to look at... Oh, Koe. Oh, there we are. Koe is voice. Let me shrivel into the background, as I have been proven incorrect, and thus my opinion is irrelevant.
Yes, Garlic Bread. You are now like you can't fucking Japanese language Nazi us now. No.
知ってたあんたはそれを教えるために憎まれ役を買ってくれただけ
The villain, he didn't play any villain, he just told you the fucking truth.
They're talking about Lily.
ありがと
Oh. Thank you, my
う
My
私
villain?
本当のことを気づかせてくれて
So Lily was just there to try and say to her, look, the reality is they're only here because you used to be me.
This is a persona arc. Confront your inner self.
I don't want to confront my inner self. I told it to fuck off a long time ago.
And that's how the shadow goes rampant.
Yeah. I was weeping, yet I had a smile on my face. I must have looked so pathetic. Yes.
泣かないで
God, you hear how he says that?
It's so...
Nakanaide. It's pure Ikemen. It's like, yeah, get the girls.
Don't cry. Dodgy
そ
bastard.
れでも僕だけはずっとリリアちゃんと共にあるから
What? Oh, fuck off.
I'll whisper in hushed tones in your ears if he'll make you stop crying.
This sounds so lame because he said that he'll be the only one for you to like the other 3 girls or 2 girls or whatever. And it just...
And all these stories are actually happening in one timeline, right? So yeah.
It's so fucking...
Also, yeah, her legs, like Lily's legs over there, make her look like she's standing in a really weird position.
No, it's the cute leg thing where you put...
I know what the cute leg thing is, and I'm telling you, those legs are not close enough for that.
Look, I'm just saying that those boots were made for posing, and posing's what she'll do.
あんた
Those are
は
damn good boots, I will say
私は
that.
赤私が新たな自分となりあんたはポロポロと忘れられていくでもあんたは鈴原鈴という奇跡と巡り会えたわ
Why is everyone praising this asshole?
Because he can say things like, don't worry about him, don't cry.
I've got you in my arms.
Here, I'll put my hand on your shoulder.
リリー
Look
ちゃ
at this dude,
ん
taking advantage of people with like serious mental health issues.
見ているから
Cracktula says, what about the kiss part? Was that canon? I believe so.
What?
Like, for both of them.
Every time he kisses?
Every time he kisses the girls. Because if it's all happening in one timeline, then it's canon, right?
But it's like, it is, I think the time is rewinding, right?
Is it?
There is some
Because
sort
the
of
other
rewind,
two-
but it's being memorized by the doe. I don't
But
know how...
the other two fucking does have been killed already, right? Because
Yeah.
he magic punched them out of bullshit.
He magic punched him out of all realities, right? So like when it's the timeline in this world is restarting.
This hand of mine glows with an awesome power.
彼は私じゃなくまっすぐあんただけを見ているだから私はもう目覚めてもいいかなって思ったのよ
Oh my god, my brother is sending me messages on WhatsApp about movies watching on Netflix, and it looks fucking great. I need to watch this.
What's it called?
It's an Indian movie.
Oh,
That's all I'll say right now.
it's
right?
not Triple R, is it?
No, it's not Triple R. I need to watch that though.
You've not seen... Oh my god.
I still haven't seen Triple R. I know.
Oh.
I have. Sorry, Kojima Sensei, I have disgraced you.
Yeah, you should.
クルスリリアあんたは消えるわ
Mr. No Prince says, you call it kissing, I call it swapping suit.
Cracktula says he can say, "Shut up, bitch." He ain't real.
でも
I came across a clip of
あ
The
んたは
Rock
永遠に生きる
earlier, and I've saved it as a reaction. It's just him going, "Shut up, bitch!" And then the crowd goes wild.
What the fuck is this gaslighting? Lily's like, look, you can live forever in his heart. I'm gonna take over now.
それでいい
No.
いいもん何も
This is
世界中の誰も私を求めてなんかいないのに先輩だけが認めてくれるなんて
poor Natsuya.
こんなに嬉しいこと
Natsuya cares about cleaning Lily. See
But
the
he,
difference here.
he likes her as well.
He prefers cleaning Lily. We know that.
Natsuya is a lolicon.
Natsuya. That's not the issue. He doesn't see her for her real self. That's the
嬉し
issue.
いことなのに涙止まらないよ
I'm just gonna say that yeah, you're right. That's not the issue, but it is an issue.
No, that is
me.
actually the issue.
No, I agree that that's not the him being a lolly's not the issue, right?
A lolicon.
A lolicon,
Difference.
but it is my issue. It is the issue to me.
リリアちゃん
Oh dear.
Look at this ASMR bullshit. Fucking ass. Suzuhara's
Mr. No Prince does not like The Rock.
Suzuhara strengthened his grip around me a little. My heart felt like it was soaring. Doki doki.
Doki Doki.
Oh,
Oh!
shit.
僕が永遠に埋める
Oh, this is getting creepy.
This is bad.
だから
Dakara.
永遠に
Wait.
僕たちは一緒になろう
Wait, is he
Was-
the dog?
Wait, wasn't there a false Suzumu in her story earlier?
Yeah.
Who was dealing drugs or some shit?
Yep. Wait,
はい
who do you think that was then? She thinks
I don't
it's
know. It's
Suzumu.
not. It hasn't been addressed. I just remembered that.
Suzuhara's face closed in. My heart felt like it was going to burst. Our noses were practically touching. I could see myself in his eyes. What? Then they suddenly glowed scarlet. Just then, I suddenly felt drowsy. Oh, this is not a good sign. I'll give myself to Suzuhara right now. Right here, right now, in the middle of the suit while Lily watches us.
I mean, I don't kink shame, but
Wait, I'm
That's a
gonna
little
kink
weird.
shame. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? I'm a little nervous, but I'm so happy. Oh, this is dodge.
Crackdula is super happy right now.
I don't like what's happening here. It's this. Who is he supposed to be?
I don't know, but he's glowing with a purple aura.
My mind went blank as he placed a hand on my cheek. I could hardly breathe.
はい
捧げて君のすべて
Uh-oh.
はい私のすべて先輩に捧げます
嬉しいよリリア
Suzuhara slowly took his palm off my cheek and placed it over my stomach. Oh, no, I don't like when that happens. Not with Rydia. I shouldn't have been able to feel anything, and yet that gesture sent my heart skyrocketing and my lungs into lockdown. Suzuhara smiled a bit impishly when he saw the look on my face. Next, he slowly rolled up my vest and blouse.
Okay.
The fucking wind is sounding. My navel was
Yeah.
exposed in but a few seconds. Even so, he kept going, exposing my upper skin and just a glimpse of the lace of my bra. My mind was completely blank by this point. I'd said I'd give him everything, but I couldn't imagine I'd already be feeling so nervous after just this.
恥ずかしがらないでとても綺麗だよ
Suzuhara was simply pressing against my stomach, yet I felt like I was sinking deep into an angel's bed.
So we're 3 for 3 now. All the girls are getting sexually abused.
There's many forms of abuse. I don't know why it all seems to be sexual, but whatever. Maybe that's just what it... My strength faded away, leaving me limp like a stringless marionette. Has he drugged her?
That was my immediate thought.
What is happening in real life, do you think? This random person who's somehow got...
What is happening in real life? Where were we? Where are we? Like, what's happening?
We're in this classroom with the rest
When
of the LCSC.
is this?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, I could never be scared of Suzuhara.
It's like that scene in fucking Terminator where he wakes up and goes, what time is it? What year? Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening right now. I don't know when this is taking place. But it could be in the school, it could be out of school, it could be in bed. I don't know. It could be in the fucking alleyway.
After all, my mind was completely blank. I heard a groan. What the actual fuck? I jolted.
Yeah, that's
I don't like this. Suzuhara's hand was in me. Not metaphorically, literally.
Yeah, he's...
His hand had completely sunk into my stomach, like it was made of clay.
What, the hand or your stomach?
I couldn't believe my eyes. I froze up completely. I couldn't breathe. Mate, this is serious. What the fuck?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
But Suzuhara smiled kindly and whispered into my ear. Dodge. Suzuhara groped my
I don't like
innards.
looking at it.
You fucking better look at it, because I have to. Suzuhara groped my innards, sending electricity surging through my body as though it were a caress. Rapture
she likes
numbed
it.
my spine. I gasped and salivated before a pleasure unlike any I'd ever felt before. This feels like a drug. I'm wondering if
Remember we were talking about Ahegawa earlier? Here we are. This one, YouTube. This video right here. So, what is happening?
I think she's taken some drugs, and this is the effect the drugs are having on her. Oh, what the fuck? I don't like this. I moaned unbecomingly as my whole body twitched. So this was how it felt to trust someone with everything.
Crack Dealer says, what the fuck? Damn, Dealer Zoom is kind of hardcore with this stuff. I gotta note that down.
His fingers traced behind my liver. And squeezed my tiny little gallbladder. Why?
Rikishi, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Surges of pleasure fried my brain. I leaked saliva and tears as yellow bile gushed from the opening of my stomach to my intestines.
I'm getting mixed signals from this.
Mate, I'm just grossed out. I floated in a sea of this mysterious secretion in entrails. Ew. My face warped with euphoria as I panted, immersed in the afterglow of the unknown pleasure. Crackdeusing Ash getting booted out of the platform for this. Yeah.
I mean, it would have happened by now. It would have happened if it for the Setch King, it would have happened.
I need to be...
Yeah, Mr. No Prince hits the nail on the head.
I gave everything I had inside to Suzuhara, and this bliss was the proof of it. Joy and satisfaction without equal took the place of the pleasure that struck like lightning. Though red entrails were pouring out of my stomach, it didn't bother me at all.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Rikishi? Like, these scenes honestly put me off.
Could it be the translation?
You saw the picture!
The warmth and tenderness of them were lovelier than anything else. What?
I love a good fisting.
What's wrong with you, man?
先輩
Get it fucking right. It says senpai. I wasn't just receiving his love, he wanted to feel the same. I awkwardly undid the buttons on his shirt. Oh, this is fucking weird.
Now we're talking.
This was the first time I'd ever done that for a man.
Oh, yeah.
I was still a bit nervous, but the afterglow of my pleasure vastly outweighed it. Yeah, this is definitely...
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, like naked Susan.
Where the fuck are his nipples?
Oh no. My arm sunk smoothly into Suzuhara's body.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It was gooey, gentle, warm on the inside. Almost like I'd go to heaven if I was sucked in entirely.
Deeper.
先輩の中暖かいです
Wait. Is this butt stuff?
I was about to say. That man's getting pegged.
Or fisted up the ass.
No, wait, wrong, no.
Why is he not making the sounds? Suzuhara must have been enduring the same urges of pleasure as me. My heart seized up with very little cute. With every little cute moan he let loose. Ugh.
Oh, fuck yeah.
どうすれば
I don't know.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh my god.
Is that... I groped Suzuhara's innards. Feeling his warm entrails and blood vessels quivering in my grasp gave me a sense of superiority, like I controlled him completely. Suzuhara gasped like a baby every time I touched or tickled his entrails. Oh my god. I just couldn't get enough of it. It was lovely beyond compare. Having my fingers literally wrapped around him gave me the pleasure of absolute domination.
Is this how Ruria discovers that she's a dom?
I felt a twinge of mischief stirring in my heart, much like I only had him. I wanted Suzuhara to only have me. Or Mr. No Prince says BRB. This is the point where you have to jump off or something. I wanted to teach him the pleasure he'd introduced me to make him a slave to that pleasure, to charm him until I was all he ever thought about.
上手ねリリア
Ah, Lily's been there the whole time.
Oh, this is not right.
でももっと強くしてあげても大丈夫だよ
Oh my god.
男の子は羽のような優しさと激しい力強さを交互にされるとすぐにメラメラになっちゃう
Who the fuck adds a bit of spice to the sugar? Anyway.
Tsundere.
All that mattered to me was pleasing Suzuhara. I decided to take Lily's advice and gripped harder. No, that's I never wanted to hear Suzuhara moan.
Oh, my balls.
It'd be so funny if she just squishes them so much that they stay burst. There was a rumble.
Rumbling in my balls.
Fucking can't. Holy shit. This shouldn't be fun. This shouldn't be funny. What the fuck? Oh, oh fuck. Suzuhara threw his head far back as convulsing organs emerged from his stomach. What?
Oh, fuck me.
The two of us became entangled as we were smeared by each other's blood and gore. At that moment, they looked so wondrous, so alluring.
男の人はね、気持ちが良くなってくると内臓がせり上がってくるんだよ。
Oh my god. This is translation shit, isn't it?
No. I don't believe this is translation shit.
じゃあこれは先輩が喜んでくれてるってこと
This
な
is
の。
Ryukishi. You know he's got a lot of body horror in his stuff?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time he's... Is it the first time he's mixing sex into it? I don't think it is.
He's
Maybe in
basically-
Umineko there's a little bit.
Why has he replaced the dude's penis with his intestines? Why? Like,
I don't know.
うん、そう。ほら、これを見てみて。
Oh.
there was a dusky clamp amidst all the viscera. A dusky clump? The way it shone and quivered was oh so adorable.
ほら、ビクビクしてる。
Ew.
これがススハラスズムのいきぎも。 I don't need this.
リリア
I don't understand. This is arousing and yet I feel weak and queasy.
Suzuhara
Okay.
was hoping for something and I wanted to give it to him. What was I to do? Something gushed... Something gushed out of Suzuhara's liver with a hiss. It was a dark, muddy substance.
それがススハラスズムの生き肝のエキス。
Oh my god. Do you know how we were joking about how they were like, I want this thick black suit from
Mm.
and we're like, oh, they just want his jizz. I mean, I feel like they're gonna make it as jizz.
I mean, it is, but right now I'm actually feeling weak because of the descriptions of like guts and that.
Where's
This is
Loopy
it.
when you need them?
Not here. I believe she's playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Fair enough.
男の子はね、それをチュルルルルって吸われる
Oh my god.
と頭が空っぽになって天国に行っちゃうのよ。
Oh my god.
Ah,
It's exactly what we think it is.
it is. It is.
忘れられない快感を今度はあんたが教えてあげるパン。
Yes. For anyone watching this, this is not how it works. Don't put your hand into someone's abdomen to feel their intestines.
That's not what the belly button is for. Please, I implore you.
スス
is
ハラスズ
dangerously
ムの身も
replicable.
心もあんただけのものにしちゃうのよ。
Suzuhara and I
Not
panted
literally.
rapidly. Our breaths were growing shallower. This would make Suzuhara feel good. And then he'd be mine and mine alone. Suzuhara.
So, I mean, this obviously feels like reads like, you know, a couple's first time,
Yep.
just with horrible body horror.
Yeah, so instead of grabbing his balls or his cock, she grabbed his, she put her fist in his belly.
Scarlet Bread X says Susuhara, more like Sekuhara. Nice.
Is that what that translates to? Okay.
I think that's supposed to be a kissing sound, but...
Uh-oh. That's...
Riria, you don't have to go too deep, don't worry.
Oh, I hate this game. What the fuck? It was...
Oh my god, I can't believe Mr. No Prince is missing this part. This part is hilarious.
It was...
Crack Dealer says that poor soul that got sex ed from Ashmanic streams.
Don't. This is fuck. No, don't. I don't know.
One day, we will lose all source of knowledge except these streams. And then feel sorry for the world.
This is not how sex works, okay? I'm saying it now. Okay. It was bitter and salty and churned my stomach. Why do I have to read these bits? You read it, fucking Riria. What the fuck? But I wanted to give my entirety to Suzuhara. So
I mean, I'll take over if it's too uncomfortable for you.
No, it's just cringe. So I wanted him to do the same for me. Oh, you bastard. Wait,
that wasn't you!
No.
I thought that was you!
I thought that was you! That's why...
Huh?
That was the game!
It was the game!
Oh my god! What the fuck? I can't believe this. I thought you were taking the piss.
I thought you were taking the piss!
I'm honest, I swear it wasn't me. It's in the game.
The game's taking the piss.
Thus, I drank it all up.
Oh, this game's outdone itself.
Oh my god. When he saw me guzzling down that syrupy extract, Suzuhara threw his head back and trembled.
Oh.
He twitched, and the sea of his own entrails as jubilation sculpted his features. How are you supposed to take this seriously? I was thrilled to know I'd given him such unimaginable pleasure.
I mean, I'm in a very horrible state right now where I am laughing at this and my body's feeling super weak right now because I've got the whole queasiness going on about whenever I think about body horror that actually affects me, it makes me feel horrible. And I've got that feeling while also laughing at this. It's not a good mix. So this game has actually outdone itself. It's affected me in a new way that I've never felt before. And I don't like it.
I feel like this is trying to do the confused boner thing. It's not working though.
Oh, it's not working on the boner at all. No. Try harder, game.
No, don't try harder, please. I wiped
maybe if it was Kanae instead.
I wiped my mouth to find a sticky, sooty liquid stuck to it. Did you make that noise? That was you this time.
That was not me. No, I swear.
It's fucking you.
It's not. It's this game.
I licked it up as though it were the fine. Fuck. I licked it up as though it were the finest delicacy there was. My heart burst with love for Suzuhara. From then on, whenever his liver grew plump with that extract, I would always drink all of it up. At first, I hated its bitter taste, but when I realized it was Suzuhara's, it seemed so lovely.
Just a point. This is now progressing as if it's several events that have happened.
Or an event that's happening several times. The way it twitched was so cute, and the more I drank of it, the more I wanted to tease him. Suzuhara, I swear I'll always make you feel this good. So please, stay with me forever. What is happening? Is he bad? Wait, why are we... Yeah, we're...
I thought she was drugged and this happened to her, but I'm not sure anymore.
Is this the classroom that we were in before?
Evangeli Donut, you missed the best parts. I'm sorry to say, but
yeah,
that was wild.
Oh my god. I what did I fucking read? I'm not joking. Holy shit.
今のは鈴原鈴夢の影。
Oh.
Is this Persona?
予行練習はこれで十分よ、リリア。
That was a dress rehearsal. Oh my god.
That was
さあ
practice?
行って本物の鈴夢をここへ連れてくるの。
Oh, because they do want his actual suit, so...
寄宿舎なら誰の邪魔も入らないわ。
Wait a minute. So little Lily has given big Lily, or rather Riria, a really dodge sex ed lesson. In order
Yes.
to, and I'm guessing it's so that she will actually kill Susumu and ingest his soot, so that
She knows how what to do.
so that evil shit can then take place.
Yes. Even Donut
Revenge.
is saying, was it the fake Suzumiya that the doll made last stream?
I
Don't
don't
know.
remember there being a fake being made, but if that's what happened, then it makes more sense.
時間の限り二人の愛を捧げ合うことができる。
Have you ever watched a movie called Species? It's very old. It's from like the 90s.
No, I have not.
I think it's called Species. I
I've
remember
seen it, but I've not watched it.
my friend at school had the comic. Apparently, there was a comic for it, and it was like, oh, because it was an adult comic, and he somehow got his hands on it. Yeah, the premise in that is alien woman needs to bang so that
You
she
had
can
me
get.
at Alien Woman.
She's hot alien woman needs to bang to what do you call it? To procreate and as aliens, as people.
I mean, that's not an alien concept. That's a human concept.
Yeah, unfortunately, when she becomes her true self, she gets nasty and kills like the person having the sexy time and kills other people. Like think alien style aliens, like what do you call it?
You mean a xenomorph?
A xenomorph style thing, but just as bad. So
A xenomorph but having sex? I don't want to think that.
no, she stays in the human form to get the sexy time, and then she will turn into the xenomorph form of ugliness to then kill the person afterwards. This is reminding me of that. This is giving me that vibe. Wait, what the hell? Crackdeer says. Oh no, Crackdeer is talking about what we just missed.
Species.
Evangelion Donut, not about the movie. There's no fisting scene in Species. Anyway.
愛を。
If anyone starts saying stuff like that to you, run.
鈴原鈴夢はシャチホコ部にいるわ。
Watch out, Susumu. She's coming
こ
to
こへ連れて
fist
く
your
る
ass.
の。
Fist your arse, grab your intestines, and then rip them out.
そ
And
して
take your liver.
Also,
彼の
she's.
生き肝にたっ
and she's gonna
ぷり
pro-
と溜まったすすを
Oh my god.
つるりりとすす
Yeah.
り取ってあげるの。
Yeah, Evangelion Donut, you cut out at the moment that scene went up a level. Also,
身もだえして
No game,
喜ん
stop.
であなただけのものになってくれるわ。
I don't think these deer know how sex works with humans.
What are you talking about? I think they know exactly how sex works. They're just twisting it.
I don't know. It's like grab her bladder, her gallbladder, and squeeze, please. I thought she was. That was the sole way to make the only one in the world who could see me stay with me forever. Evangelion Donut saying, "Thank God for rewind." Oh my God. Riria's
Have fun, mate.
Riria's eyes lost all light, and she staggered out of the dorm. Her target was the LCSC club room. How did she end up in the dorm? They were
I don't
all in the
know.
LCSC club room. She somehow ended up in the dorm room.
This is taking place at that cooking thing? I don't know.
No, so this is the dorm in the school, right? They have dorms for reasons. So she's in another part of the school somehow, and now she's going back to the LCSC room, which is where they were before she had the hallucination stuff.
Evangelion Donut says, deer are mammals, just like humans, Ash. They know how it works.
I mean, I know that they bang the same, but I don't know. Maybe they think humans. I don't know. Fuck it.
Fuck you, Bambi. All right. She would bring back Susumu, slice open his stomach, and drink the soot. Yeah, like I said, they've warped her. They're using her sexual desire, but, you know, they've given her a dodge lesson on how it's done.
She would bring back Suzumu, slice open his stomach, and drink the soot from his guts. Very healthy.
That's my interpretation. Oh, shit.
これで我はあとは口を開けて待つのみぞ。
Oh, gross. Ruria was already an extension of myself at this point. She merely had to call Suzumu Suzuhara over, tear out his guts, and take all his soot. My sisters couldn't complain about that. I was the most suitable one to bring about the calamity, if you say so. I would be the one to bring peace to brother's soul.
That's it.
にしても人に風情のたやすいことと言ったら
Yeah, this is really fitting with my interpretation of these events. Cracktula says, so Riri just dragged her out to give her a hardcore fisting sex ed.
Yes.
Yeah.
思い人の影を見せるだけでああもたやすく心を明け渡すとは
I mean... Oh, that's why his eyes are a bit weird.
Oh, let's do it again.
She sucked it all. Good stuff. The shadow
There's more where
Suzumu
that came from.
smirked maliciously. Though a perfect replica of Suzumu on the outside, he couldn't be any more different under the surface. In reality, he was merely an aggregation of malevolent spirits gathered and merged. Malevolent, whatever.
Malevolent.
Malevolent.
What are you saying?
Malevolent spirits gathered and merged by the divine curse.
影の病己に出会ったら死ぬ呪い
Oh yeah. Wait. Riria's fucking spouting exactly what Miss Hinagata was saying.
Miss Hinagata is proven right
Wait.
again.
Who's the head though? Is that the one? Fuck.
リリアそなたの命運は我に出会った時にすでに尽きておるわそしてすすはらすずむ
I'm going to lick your balls. Ah!
そなたの影
What,
も
normal
また
sex? Please.
ここにある
Wait, is he wanting some action too?
It's lagging heavily for me. Oh god.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
The thirst is real.
聖者のぬくもりが妬ましくて妬ましくて頭がどうにかなっちまいそうだ
That's some good voice acting there.
じきにあやつも生き肝を引きずり出されて生きた屍よ
I will give ratings to Susumu's voice actor because he's had to voice Susumu, Mutsu, and now this guy. And he's managed to capture the essence very well.
Too bad his Suzumu character sucks balls.
聖者のぬくもりとやらを存分に味わい冥府の凍える寒さを思い知らせて取り殺してやるがよかろうぞ
This is another game. Well,
妬ましい妬ましい
I was about to say, this is the second game I've seen where hell is referred to as a freezing wasteland. Then I remembered both are written by Rikishi.
Yes.
Suzumu still doesn't compare to Nikaido, the voice actor. Yeah.
Nothing about Ruria seemed off to anyone who passed her in the hallway. Her eyes were gleaming brilliantly, her every step brimming with confidence.
That's because she's horny as fuck.
She's beeline for her man. But things were completely different on the inside. She had been completely possessed by the divine curse. But none would ever pick up on that, of course.
先輩まだ部室にいるかな
Do you think this will be like a scene from what was that game we were talking about, the space game, where she just jumps on him and tries to snooze him to death?
Wait, space game?
We're talking about that visual novel. Evangel Donut mentioned it.
Eve Best Ever? No.
The one you played.
Critical Point.
Yeah. She's like possessed
Maybe.
now. She's gonna try and snooze to him to death.
Oh, that was yeah. That's what that woman was like. I can't take it anymore. I need a man. And then that was it. That's just like.
Did they not kill both of them, or did she kill the guy and they killed her?
No, they started fucking and then someone shot him, I think.
But I think the guy was already dead by that point.
Maybe he got the snooze till death. Maybe.
I
I'm
don't
not
even
sure.
know
I
how
can't
that
remember.
works, but what a
It
way to
works
go.
because the body has its limits, man.
I don't know. It's not like she was snoozing for like an hour or something. They were all watching.
I don't remember, and it was my video.
I should watch that video again. Reria giggled. The power of the divine curse dwelled in her hand. If she touched someone on the nape of their neck, the curse would flood into them. Okay.
What is it with the nape of the neck? That's the weakness in Attack on Titan.
Is it not like when you saw, if you could see a woman's nape of her neck, it was seen as like that, you know, people would get all hot and bothered, guys would, back in the day.
Oh, that's Kyon is like ponytails.
But I thought there was a thing for the nape of the neck as well in old times in Japan, or maybe it was China. You know how like back in the day in the like when like seeing a woman's ankles would be like, ooh.
I was about to bring up the exact same thing where, you know, yeah, you see an ankle and people would jizz uncontrollably.
Yeah, because you didn't get to see much of the body. I don't know. I feel like those are maybe better. Now you're sitting there with super hardcore free.
Yeah, now you just see like fucking all naked women. You're like, boring. Next.
Unfortunately, you have to have more, and that's the problem. Like you want to have. Like, making it easy.
Well, no, have a look here. We've got Riria right now. Remove that sleeve section. You've got a bare upper arm, and you're like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
I can see her arm.
Exposed shoulders.
And this is why guys
This is why Loopy's not here.
Then their soul would be sealed in darkness and be turned into a living puppet at the divine curse's beck and call. Evangel did say malevolent like the Disney villain. I don't even know that. Suzumu still doesn't compare to Nikaido, or rather the.
Wait, how do you not know Malevolent, the Disney villain? She's in fucking Kingdom Hearts.
I know her. I know she's in Kingdom Hearts, but where is she from? Is she the evil Snow White?
Snow White.
Oh, she's called Malevolent.
Yeah. Evangel Donut says, "Rip, gotta head out again. IRL calls.
No
Later,
problem,
man.
mate.
Good luck with that."
After that, the brainwashed Suzumu would do what Ruria asked and march toward his own execution.
Suzuhara-senpai, come here and I can drain you.
Can I just touch the back of your neck? Alright. Oh, shit.
ありがとうございます。
Perfect.
ありゃりゃおトイレまで押しかける気リリアン大胆
You're just jealous,
Yeah.
can I? That I have the balls to do it. Ah.
いた
Whoa, fuck.
Oh, yeah,
That's the crazy eyes of craziness.
That's death is coming to you soon.
あれリリアちゃん
I skipped over Endless 8, mate. I was like, fuck that shit. I know it's not going well.
Endless 8.
Endless 8, those Haruhi episodes.
先輩
Get it right, man.
Yeah.
Senpai! Ruria's eyes flashed scarlet for a moment. The curse's power coursed through her palm.
あの先輩
何
あのちょっと相談に乗ってほしいことがあるんです
僕で力になれるのなら
Senpai, does my butt
She
look big in this?
Oh my god.
それでその
And then you just go, yes, and then run for the house.
できれば誰も絶対に来ないところで 話を聞いてほしいんです。
Oh, this is a red flag.
今夜電話で話す？
Burn.
いえ、
Nice.
できれば直接。
Nah, man.
いいよ。いつ？
あの、
How about right now?
ご迷惑でなければ今。
Right here, right now. Can we go to the toilet?
構わないけど、廊下ってわけにはいかないよね。
That's alright. I don't care anymore.
それならご安心を。いい場所をすでに見つけてありますので。
いい場所って学校の中のこと？
Can you not hear the wind, Suzumu? Run!
はい。寄宿舎なら誰も来ませんので。
That's dodge. Run,
The
you fool!
dorms. How about your bed?
今の時期、合宿をやってる部活もありませんので、好都合なんです。
You bust in and there's a senpai having it on.
With the teacher.
でも
Busted.
鍵とかかかってるんじゃないかな。
I got the key.
Though Suzumu appeared thick-headed, even he was noticing how off this sounded.
I know, right?
He seemed somewhat suspicious of Riria's sudden request. But Riria slowly snaked her arm around his back. Look at those
No!
eyes.
Look at... no!
Like a reptile soundlessly approaching its prey.
Mate, cover your anus.
Protect your anus! And then she made her strike.
リリアちゃん？
Suzu's body twitched the moment Riria touched the back of his neck.
I really wish they didn't exactly say that. I was hoping to make a joke.
It's like, oh!
It's like, oh.
That felt good. After convulsing for a while, he stared blankly at the ceiling, his mouth agape.
Wrong hole. Oh my god. Don't look at us.
Oh!
Like, she shifted her eyes to look at us.
Did she? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Suzumu nodded and did as he was told. Riria coaxed him gently and took his hand in hers. Almost as though she were a nurse guiding a patient of unsound mind.
Yeah, this looks dodged, doesn't it?
Suzumu's eyes were devoid of light. He was already a living puppet.
私、先輩がすっごく喜んでくれること教えてもらったんです。
Practically can't take this anymore.
とっても恥ずかしいことだけれど、先輩が気持ちよくなってくれるなら、私頑張りますから。
So many red flags.
先輩のタプタプにたまった苦くてしょっぱいおつゆ。
God damn this game.
私全部すすり出してごっくんって飲んであげますからね。
Why is this so...
She's got the right spirit, but the execution is lacking.
Mate, she's got the wrong spirit. She's got the fucking hose spirit. What the fuck? Like, why is it so visceral in its description? Why, Ryukishi? Why?
Because it inspires emotions.
Oh, look at this Yandere who wants to suck me dry.
Oh god. She's still got the crazy eyes going on.
Riria entered the dorm with Suzumu and locked the door behind her. Thanks to the power of the divine curse, no one else would be capable of entering the dorm now. I feel like Suzumu is kind of screwed, and not in the way that's gonna happen just now.
Not the good way.
誰も来ないです。
Alright, well, where are we going? That table looks uncomfortable.
Get ready for carpet burns. The room had already transformed into another world, connecting the human realm and realm of those not human. Once Suzumu entered the room and shut the door, the scenery warped.
What, did fucking Furide Erika come with her tape to seal everything?
A fell whirlwind engulfed the room, staining everything in sight pitch black. The area transfigured into a snowfield of falling soot in the blink of an eye.
さすがの鈴原鈴夢も我が呪いの前にはなすすべもないか。
Please start spouting bullshit and just punch him.
I have the fist of God. See if he and then he punches Lily right in the face. Oh, I'd love an animated sequence of that as well.
They need to have some. Oh god.
God, this guy wants a bit of Suzumu action as well.
This sounds like me putting on a gruff voice.
肝を抜かれた後はお前の好きにするがいいぞ。
Remove,
だが
she
ま
says.
ずはこい
Guts.
つの
Okay,
体を
guts.
貪るはそこの娘からよ。
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. At least let him have a good time before he goes out.
I don't know if he's going to have a good time, but Riria certainly is. God damn it.
さあリリアよ、時は来たれり。今こそその男をお前だけのものにする時。じきに赤となって消え去るお前はその男の寵愛を永遠とすることで永遠に生きることができるのだ。
Do you want to live forever, Riria? Riria's palm shone ominously.
The sound of my gloves with an awesome power.
What is that from?
G Gundam.
Oh my god. She slowly reached out for Suzumu. She undid his buttons, exposing his bare chest.
Please don't show it to us again.
No human could resist the gift of pleasure or not of this world. Oh. Riria brought her hand towards Suzumu's stomach, her fingers wriggling obscenely. Oh my god, I'm
You
just...
know that,
the
you know
scene
that
from-
scene in Konosuba?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Uri!
It was like 60 frames per second animation.
Oh, it's so good.
That's exactly what I thought of when I...
Yeah.
Oh, we're lost. But just to
Holy shit.
but just
Look at her eyes.
oh yeah, that's the last set of eyes you'll ever see. But just as she was about to touch it, her arm stopped.
Oh my god.
Look at those amazing abs. For Suzumu had it locked tight in his grasp.
This music's playing now, so we know what's gonna happen.
And you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Because it's like 3 hours as well.
Oh, till next time, I suppose.
Yeah, let me...
At least we know we're gonna get something good next week.
1 second. I have saved this.
Oh my god. That
Right.
was a wild ride.
That was... Oh my god. That was a lot. I was... Wait, what title should I give this? What
The
was...
worst sex education.
I will... What was it?
Fist of the North Star.
No. Time to suck all that sweet. What the hell did she call it? Sticky juice. That's what it is. That's gonna get me in trouble. Yeah, time to suck all that sweet sticky juice.
The worst BJ of your life.
Yep. Cracktier say, what the fuck, her eyes went more crazy. I know. It was already crazy, and then it went at a higher level of crazy.
That was a level of crazy beyond. Like, it's like Super Saiyan level 2 crazy. I don't know. It's bullshit.
But yes, we'll leave it there for today. I genuinely had a fucking good laugh at this. I don't know, you said something.
Huh?
You said something at some point. I fucking died laughing.
I'm sorry, I can't remember what I said.
It doesn't matter. It's just like it was timed. I don't think it's what you said necessarily. It was just how you timed it to what was being said there.
I tried my best.
But yeah, that was horrible, but also oddly funny. I don't know anymore. This if any of these videos is going to get 18 rated, it'll be this one.
No, this is the least likely to get 18 rated.
There's so much innuendo in there. If anyone watched this, they'd be
Yeah,
like,
what
right,
makes you think? What makes you think the YouTube algorithm will get the innuendo?
that slurping was on point. Yeah, I fucking couldn't. I couldn't believe that wasn't me or you. Well, I knew it
I
wasn't
can't
me.
believe it. I thought it was you, for
I
real.
know. I thought you were doing it. You know how you do the zip fucking from time to time. I thought you were doing the slurping as like, mate, was that you? I was convinced it was you, and then when you were like, it wasn't, I was like, what the fuck? The game actually? Oh my god.
So, speaking of the zip thing, and I think I did send this to you, there was a great clip from Iris where she was taking a bath in real life, and the stream chat were listening in. And, like, you can hear, like, you know, her doing stuff, and then there was a very audible zip, and the chat went absolutely crazy.
Why would you have it? Why was she having a bath while streaming? Why?
It was a bath stream.
Oh,
Audio only.
I mean, of course it was audio only, but yeah, interesting. Who's she with?
Hololive.
Hololive? Has Marine done that before?
Marine's done a bath stream before. Well, not herself. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if she's done a bath stream. But I know the Hollow ID girls have done a bath stream. But then the fucking Hollow ID girls are unhinged as fuck. They are absolutely crazy over there.
That's, pardon me, that's kind of dodge, man, doing a bath stream. I'll take a bath while you guys listen.
Yeah.
God damn. The thirst is real.
Uh-huh.
Poor guys. Maybe they'll sell the bathwater. That reminds me, whatever happened to Belle Delphine? Haven't heard from her for a while now.
Oh, actually, they made a joke about the bathwater as well, because she drained the water, and the chat was like, no, that's wasted merch.
It is. She could have made a fortune. But yeah, Belle. But anyway, we'll leave it there. This was something I need to now spend the rest of the week processing this until we're back.
You need
again
to
next Sunday.
disinfect your computer.
I need to disinfect my eyes with bleach, and maybe wash my gargle. Actually, don't do this. Gargle Dettol in my mouth or something, because holy shit, the things it made me say.
I was having fun.
But for any of you guys out there, do not put your fist into someone's stomach like that. That is not how that works.
Yeah.
Yes, consult your parents or something. I don't know.
Yeah, if you don't understand, if you have trouble contextualizing the events that take place in this stream, in this game, ask your mother. Or your father.
Or your guardian. Whoever is responsible.
Any adult, or any adult in a position of responsibility for you.
Cracker says stay single, guys. Yeah, maybe just do that actually instead. Do not try to squeeze out someone's intestines. That's not how that works.
No. In fact, this is
and don't
feels bad.
Try to squeeze a woman's gallbladder. If you don't.
I mean, she liked that, but holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought there's going to be a release of other liquids caused by all of this stuff. You know, a bit of defecating and urination. So I thought this was going to go down that route. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But it didn't, thank God. Don't trust hot women if you love your anus, says Crack Dealer. Speaking from experience, are you Crack Dealer? Yes, always protect the anus. Never pick up the soap. But I think we'll leave it there for now. This was Iwaihime. That was the time to suck all the sweet juice. Was it sweet sticky juice?
That's horrible. Sweet sticky juice. That's what it was.
Yeah, sweet sticky juice, which might be happening next week.
Character list is no comment.
Yeah, I've left it on that kind of cliffhanger. We'll see what happens. It seems like Suzumu is not totally under the sway of the curse and has some control.
But he was totally okay with her undoing his buttons.
Wait. you got to see how it plays out, right? You're not gonna stop her straight away. Going, I like where this is going.
Nah.
But as soon as
It's like, let her see my chest, and then I'll reveal my true power.
no. When he saw that her hand was not going for the crotch but going for his stomach,
It's like, oh, okay, I actually need to defend myself.
yeah, this is. I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna hold her hand now.
Look, woman, I was alright with it if you're gonna do some sexy time, but no, now I need to bitch slap you with the power of God.
Imagine he holds her hand, right, and then slowly guides it to his crotch. And he's just like, there, area. That's where you should go.
And that's when the Pornhub logo just like loads up on your stream.
Oh my god! And then YouTube decides to close my account.
No, it doesn't close it. It just gets transferred to Pornhub.
Auto transfer. Your channel has been transferred.
You just go to Pornhub, type in Ashmanix, and the whole channel's right there.
Can you do that? Can you just post normal videos, like non-porn videos?
I was telling
Pornhub?
you that people.
Yeah, I know people used to do that with anime and stuff like that back in the day, right?
I don't know if they do it anymore. Honestly, I don't use the site enough to know. But they used to, like back in the day when fucking Pornhub was still good, you could actually go there and just find like loads of Initial D and like stuff like the Sonic movie or Dragon Ball Super Broly or stuff that people were uploading because nowhere else would host it and let you watch it, without getting copyright involved. But Pornhub was like, whatever, man. Here.
But then they got in trouble, like any big company, right? So if they get enough trouble, they're like, shit,
Yeah, look. Crack Dealer says I watched all of RE3 Remake gameplay there.
Nice. Yeah, maybe I should just... Oh my god. Can you imagine creating a Pornhub account and posting my gameplay videos?
I don't think it'll be allowed now.
Gameplay videos? I don't know. I mean, does it say specifically in Pornhub it has to be porn?
I mean, it's kind of implied in the name.
I don't know. I was like, it's a hub.
And the dude didn't give a shit, so he was blasting copyrighted music.
Well, it's a...
God, it really was... That was a missed opportunity. That really is the land of the free.
It was.
Or was the land of the free.
But like everything, is like YouTube. YouTube was the land of the free, and then it got really big, and it got so big that it has to follow things that are... they can get sued for if they don't. And that's why the whole thing came about of copyright strikes and shit, and that's why it's so one-sided, so that they protect themselves from big companies, because big companies could just sue the absolute shit out of Google. Still disagree with how they do it, but well, we are where we are. I'm able to stream this without having to pay anything to Google, so can't complain too much. Having said that,
Thank you, Google. Also, fuck you, Google.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Thank you, Google, but also fuck you, Google. Give me some love in the algorithm, please. But also fuck off.
We've been getting some love lately, I think.
Have we? I don't know. I've not been doing... Yeah, anyway. I will leave it there. This was Iwaihime. This was hard to watch. Hopefully next week.
Speak for yourself. This was hilarious.
We'll see what happens next week. We'll leave it on the cliffhanger. I might see you guys on Tuesday. I'll try and do an Eve Burst error on Tuesday. So Tuesday I should be doing. And we'll see what happens. Next Friday, Cooksoul's got planned RE4 remake. And
I'm considering also taking some extra time earlier in the day to play some Armored Core 6. That comes out the same day.
On Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. So look out on Friday for Cooksoul stuff. Cooksoul, I think, usually posts a schedule.
Yes, I do. But it is always subject to change.
But we'll leave it there. I am Ashmanix.
I'm slightly, still feeling a bit odd after that episode.
Cooksoul will go to sleep with a weird boner tonight. And we will leave it there.
Tonight?
Yes, every night. See you later, guys.
Good night, everyone.